he won't be in the algorithm. Put it that way. It's not about they're not watching them. It's just nothing pops up in the algorithms. For instance, my show has a reputation of swearing and a whole bunch of other shit. So I've been fucking black boxed by YouTube since the beginning. It's hard to find me unless you follow me like you guys do.
That nigga
And
got that idea
for
from me
instance,
though.
and you guys can check this on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when Doc goes live. You click on YouTube, right? You have to search for him. They shadow ban the Doc. You'll see people in the chat. You know what shadow ban was. They're like, Doc, I think you're being shadow banned. And I'm always like, yeah, why do I got to type in his name when he's live? He should just pop right fucking up.
Yeah.
Tim the Tap Man's will. That's why I thought, I was like, wow, that's really weird. I wonder if the Doc knows that. I shouldn't have to type in his shit. I just know when he goes live. So for me, I know when he's on. I mean, that's probably why Doc don't care. He knows that the Champions Club knows who's 3 days a week with an occasional FanDuel stream. I got Barkley. I got YouTube shorts of him shouting me out on the stream.
Doc?
Yeah, a bunch of them in the beginning before I was fully on with bowling.
That's
I used to be in Doc's channel all the time.
I should.
Like used to.
I got a couple from Ninja. I should post those.
What's funny is, I don't think he understood it, but the one time I texted him with the 5-time thing, and he wouldn't read the 5-time thing when he was reading the donation. He goes, "You can't one up the Doc." I wasn't trying to one up him because he's the 2-time, and I was calling myself the 5-time. Because on the thing it said Doc. I said, "What up 2-time? Meet the 5-time." And then when he read the donation, he started to read it, and he went to the second part. But then he said,
process. I got
can't
you,
one
bud.
up the Doc.
I totally get you.
My
My buddy's talking real quick. That's why I.
I got a clip of me asking him if I could use that Eclipse song. At the time, I didn't know it was uncopyrighted. But he goes, "Yeah." I just said, on the donation, "Can I use your song on the stream?" And he said, "Sure."
Yeah, Doc seems super chill, man.
You don't read them all. I've had my share not make it in there.
Yeah, usually if you send a dono, that's the surefire way to get your comment read.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't waste your time. I see how big those, but I still actually, I got he might read a comment in the chat just by, vaguely, not like addressing it, but he'll be like, "Oh, I should be doing this, huh?" But he ain't like saying, "What up, Rick D? What do you got to say?" or something like that. That probably would be the only difference between me and these streamers. But they've been doing it so long, I think that for some of them, acknowledging the chat isn't just as fun as it was.
Yeah, well, they're big time now,
like,
man.
Tom's been streaming since 2013. I remember one time, he was just saying it to be an asshole, but he goes, "I haven't looked at the chat in a week." And I thought that was hilarious. Think about that. All the people that don't watch it. Because they were saying something fucked up in the chat. He was getting killed on Call of Duty, and he was pissed, and he goes, "I don't care what the chat has to say. I haven't looked at it in a week." He's talking to Timmy.
Doc's hilarious when he gets triggered, man. That's the best part.
Like I said, I give all those streamers credit. Even if one's not better than the other, dude, they all do something that would be cool to do. So
it's not easy work.
No.
Those guys are working 24/7 to create content and keep, retain their viewers. It's a hard life, man.
And they got type of viewers that sometimes, let's say you're a viewer that does top content like Doc, and you put other content on your channel, they got the fans that'll take it personal. Like, "This is a gamer channel. Why is he putting this up?" That happened to Boogie2998 when he stopped putting the Francis videos up and he wasn't as the fat guy anymore. He admitted this. People weren't watching him. His videos weren't as engaging. He was happier as a person, but the people that came to watch was that fat dude eating all that food and shit. That was the reality. When he got skinny, he was just not skinny, but when he got a little thinner, he's just a boring guy that plays Magic and shit like I do.
Wait,
no, he's a normal guy. I would
Doc,
get along with Boogie. He does all the same shit I do. He plays a card game I play. I get along with all these guys.
You play Magic, Pesci?
I did. I don't play it currently, but I got.
Wow, I would have never.
I got cards that are worth serious money.
I would have never pegged you for the Magic type. You play D&D?
No, I've never been in a situation to play D&D. You gotta have a group of people that got time to play. It's hard to start up D&D games.
Yeah.
Bob can tell you that.
Bob straight up looks like a.
I like Magic. I'd still play Magic to this day. I got all my cards still.
Bob looks like he's.
I was very surprised when you told me you played Magic. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You play Magic?
Yeah,
that was my reaction.
Let me be specific. When we were younger,
strike me as the type.
it was a very game to gamble on as a kid. Meaning, we would gamble cards and other things on that game. We actually made that game a lot better than it was.
Well, you would always play for keeps. We would always play for keeps.
Some games I'd stop doing that with people because we didn't want to lose cards, or we'd start just doing money like, hey, we're gonna buy it.
Marbles and Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. We always played for keeps.
I told people this: if you knew how to play Magic like I do, you would play the game. It's a good game. It's just something that's now. Not everybody's gonna catch the game. I remember being young and trying to learn it. That's a hard
I get you, buddy. I get you, buddy, about your app and being protected for safety. I get it.
No, I don't like Magic enough to play it online. I only like playing with real cards that I bought from the store. And I don't play, when you can only use, it's 5th edition, you go use it from this set. I play the one where you could use cards from any year. Because, those idiots start crying.
Well, it's like me. I have a
and those cards that I have still sell to this day, meaning if I really wanted to, I could sell my cards. I probably got at least close to 10 grand.
Some Magic cards are worth a lot of fucking money.
I know. I got a book.
A lot
that's
of
just
money.
Filled of ones from the 90s that are worth big money that I don't play with no more. I have other versions of them, so I don't have to. But yeah, like I said, I started playing that game in the first decade it was out. It was a different game when you were younger. A lot more harder to obtain cards. A lot more exciting because you had to more of a searching then because there was no internet.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. I was talking about my Pokemon cards. I have my first edition still sealed.
Yeah, I wish my dad.
I really need to go to get them graded, but I'm so afraid to take them out of the metal box that I have them in. I don't want to open the box. I put them there as a kid, and I don't want to take them out.
I had that fucking Charizard card that Logan Paul has. My dad gave all my Pokemon cards to Goodwill when I went away to college, and I just.
What would be a watchable stream is if you streamed yourself playing Magic for somebody, but the person that are watching you, when you play a card on your stream, the card pops up and shows the people watching the stream what it does.
Hey, Pesci. Hold on one second.
If you get away with Magic, you can't get away with. You wouldn't be able to stream chess unless you were some fucking Russian legend.
I'm streaming it right now.
I'm saying when you have a bunch of people watching it.
I'm gonna put in the self promote tab, Pesci. I'm gonna put my YouTube in there. I just put it there now.
I said he ain't gonna catch Nick Burke streaming chess.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, I hear someone dropping the ball.
Nick Merckx.
Doc actually likes chess too.
Storm.
I'm with you. Right here.
Chess is the thinking man's game, man.
Run without your gun.
But Doc made it pretty apparent. He said when he's not playing Warzone,
How do you?
There's a number drop.
I don't know. Are you playing on controller or mouse?
For everybody.
Yeah.
Not just him.
Oh, you just hold down Y.
Well, because
yeah.
These people sought out Doc to watch him play Warzone, not to watch him play anything else.
But the other thing is when Doc plays Warzone, you get the most reaction out of him.
Yeah. He get, like I said, when he gets triggered.
Yeah, and that game does it the best. So it's like, every time I see when he's doing Warzone, I make sure I have that stream on in the background, or Apex or Fortnite. He doesn't get as mad at Apex anymore as he used to, but Fortnite, he used to get really pissed.
No, he gets.
That's Doc drilled it.
Once in a while, Ninja has him on Mondays, and watching Doc play Fortnite is just the most hilarious shit ever because he just doesn't.
Yeah, I'm downloading. it. I got you.
He doesn't have a clue what's going on. He calls the augments perks, and Ninja will be like, "Go back and play COD. Go back and play COD, Doc."
Well, I can see somebody calling it perks.
Well, I called them perks too.
It took me a week to fucking learn that they were offense.
Yeah,
I was like, whatever these blue things are.
Yeah. There we go, baby. That's checkmate. You left that wide open, G. Next. Too easy. He had me running for a second, though.
I gotta get the spray bottle.
Oh shit, we gotta get out of here. Go in here.
Trying to get in the bullet game right now. There we go.
Six squads left. Let them kill each other.
Yeah, no, for Windows.
Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Shit. First mistake of the game. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got me in fucking check already. Wow. What a moron. Alright, I'll just move this up. Oh, he's just gonna take it. Oh, he moved it back. This guy's aggressive.
Oh shit, we're gonna get caught in the ring.
You want to watch something interesting, Barkley? Because I know you know sports. Watch the Kwame Brown rant on Shannon Sharpe.
Kwame Brown rant on Shannon Sharpe?
Brown. Yeah. And what's funny is, if you watch the Shannon Sharpe side, you'll notice that Shannon Sharpe's argument was so bad. Like, people are giving Kwame all the credit for this. But think about it. This is a guy that you would never cover only because he's just, he's not really in the big mainstream. I like him. I follow him personally. But he cuts the best promos on guys when they get out of hand. Like, Shannon Sharpe tried to shit on him. Said he shouldn't be able to criticize LeBron because he was overall bust. And that's what Kwame said. He goes, I'm a bust. So everything I say today, they're just going to say, well, he's a bust. And he was right. That's what's funny. And all he was doing is he even says, he goes, I'm giving you my fan perspective.
Right.
But since it was good, I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a really good one. The main topic was LeBron doesn't have his own, meaning he doesn't have the spot where he could go to every time that go-to. He has to, hope for a ref to give him a nice call or, he does have some good dunks and shit here and there. But like Kwame and them were saying, that's usually wide open stuff. He said, like Kobe. And they showed the Jordan play where Jordan just stopped at the free throw line on the Cavs.
Shannon Sharpe is.
And Kwame said, listen up, you football playing dummy. He goes, who gave you, saying, why are you talking about basketball? And he goes, with Skip. And he goes, that white boy locked your ass down. I don't know if you saw it, but it was true. Fucking Skip made Shannon look like after Skip insulted the man. Remember, Shannon took his glasses off and Skip Bayless goes, put your glasses back on. Kwame ripped him apart for that shit. That shit was hilarious. He referred to Shannon Sharpe as boy and called fucking Skip Bayless white boy. You let the white boy lie. Oh. I love it. It was a great promo. You want to see something, Mitch?
Hey, that nigga said, fuck this shit, I'm going. You about to die too, motherfucker.
Yeah, I tried to get you. I didn't realize. I tried to get you.
Fuck. I can't believe that shit.
This storm sucks in this game. Hold on. Let me see resources. What am I doing here? Assets, launch. Access the path or file. So.
Shit.
What is going on here? 10 seconds.
Okay, I approve.
So
Yeah, I suck at Apex. I'll just make that clear. I suck at Apex badly.
The sweats are in that game 24/7, man.
I was never great at it. Yeah, but see, when you say that, Barkley, the sweat, maybe one day you could be good enough to be a sweat.
I am a sweat. I'm just not as good as these other sweats.
What makes those sweats are dedication to one game. Some of them really. I remember playing against a guy, and he goes, "I'm like, you played Fortnite?" And this one I played Apex. Yeah. And he goes, "No." He goes, "I just play this only." I'm like, "You don't know about any other games?" He goes, "Nope, just this. Level 500, gold." They almost look like those players almost look like they move different.
Yeah.
In the game, you're like,
they do.
You know what I mean? We both hold out the same gun, but they're fucking doing. They do like a jump, move, flip, 2-shot. By the time you recover and get a shot off, they're gonna get you. You know, you outnumbered by bullets by that time.
What did he do? God damn it, this is Bullet.
Who? They're not going to.
Where's Blitz?
I'll be ready. I can play a game in like 15 minutes.
No problem.
I'm going to be on most of the day anyway, waiting for a pay-per-view.
No problem.
yeah, but that shit won't come on until later though.
No shit. That's why I'm going to be fucking around with some games. Too hot to go outside. Dude. I'm staying inside. Yeah.
What's the weather out there today?
Yeah, they.
It's a hot Pesci?
Hmm?
Is it hot out there today?
Yeah.
You got that Ohio humidity coming already?
See, it's funny, people say humidity. But yeah, there's some weather. I always hear the word humidity. I just don't know what it is. They're like, man, there's so much humidity. For me, it's just fucking
moisture in the air.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my test flight code, buddy. That's what I'm waiting for.
Do you stream on TikTok, Wraith?
I don't have 1,000 followers for that.
Is that what you need to get the stream code?
Yeah.
On what?
TikTok.
I heard people get 1,000 on TikTok like it's nothing. My buddy who doesn't even stream, puts up videos of him and his that have 5,000.
If you're like reasonably attractive, you get on TikTok and shake your ass and show your tits, you'll have 5,000 followers in an hour.
Well, that's like Mango, man. I call Mango the TikTok legend.
Exactly. I was going to use the exact analogy.
She's great for it. I'm happy for her.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good to me.
I always remember the day when she goes, "I'm coming to the United States. I'm going to come see you," but it never happened.
Oh god, they're gonna have Will Ferrell to play John Madden in his biopic.
What?
Wow.
First of all, punch a hoe. It's biopic. All right, say biopic. Say
yeah, that's what they're gonna.
Here's my thing with that hiring.
Hey, look, motherfucker, I don't want to give a
fuck. Nobody wants to see him as John Madden. Let's just say he's capable.
Will Ferrell is the most overrated comedian in history. He's had 2 good movies, and I cannot stand him.
I will say Barkley's right on one aspect. He's had a lot of bomb movies. I do think how Hollywood works, he's definitely good enough to be in it. When he does good work, it's good.
Step Brothers and
this is what he is.
are the only ones I enjoyed. And
I'm going to say this about Will Ferrell's movies.
His SNL work.
Will Ferrell's, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's movies is a bunch of SNL shit and like maybe two. Like you'll watch Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 skits are good. That's how his movies are.
I'm telling
maybe
you,
had one scene where they're like, yeah.
As a sketch comic, he's pretty hard to touch. I know Lorne Michaels, the guy that created Saturday Night Live, said that there are 2 people that can call him at the drop of a hat and ask to host the show, and he'll let them. He said one of them's just.
I'll tell you something. He did good work in, and he wasn't even the head guy. He was just a guest on the show. It was actually 2 shows. The one was Eastbound, Southbound Down, the HBO show. He was fucking excellent in that. If you ever want to see a fucking home run show, that you'll watch the first 5 seconds of the first ever episode, and you're like, all right, I'll watch this shit. That Eastbound, Southbound, or whatever it is, with that one guy from Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
He was good in that, and even though it was only for 2 episodes, him and Michael, when they did The Office together for those 2 episodes, Will Ferrell's about what you get him into. Step Brothers was good. It had some holes. Talladega Nights wasn't. I thought that was an overrated.
I thought Talladega Nights was fucking hilarious.
I thought it was good at times. Yeah.
I thought it nailed the politics of NASCAR right on.
And the one when he's a TV guy, Fred Burgundy or whatever.
The Ron Burgundy, the anchorman. See, I didn't care for that. I didn't care.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't overly like it. That's an example of a Saturday night.
Well, I'm saying as a sketch comedian, Will Ferrell is hard to beat. But as an actor, he's shit in my opinion. I like Adam Sandler. Will Ferrell does not do it for me.
You've made a lot of bad movies too, Adam Sandler on Netflix. Yeah, some of those movies are arguably. Imagine if you made those movies first.
Did you see Uncut Gems back in 2019?
That was the only good one. Me and Eric Roman
I didn't get it.
That was pretty. It was pretty.
I need a code.
I thought the acting performances he got out of everybody in that movie. Even Kevin Garnett was great in that movie, man.
Yeah, Garnett was good.
He showed some real range. He showed some real range, in my opinion. I thought KG was great in that movie. Uncut Gems is probably the best movie Adam Sandler's made in like the last 10 years, though. He's made a lot of stinkers for about the last decade.
Right.
But
I always think, for instance, when he made Jack and Jill, I wonder why they weren't sitting in a room guys, we gotta change. How were they directing the scene?
What about when
at the end they're like, yeah, that worked.
What about when they made Click? You remember Click?
I thought that movie was god awful.
It was just horrible.
Like, I remember people it's not as bad as Little Nicky.
No, Little Nicky was good. You're capping on that one. Little Nicky
wasn't great.
I loved Little Nicky.
I'm sorry, Anger Management.
Anger Management is top 5, Wraith. I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
What was his
with Jack Nicholson, Pesci, Anger Management?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I was thinking about the movie you guys.
Oh my god, Anger Management. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one now, Wraith. That was fucking classic. Another great Jack Nicholson movie from that era that everybody should watch is About Schmidt.
About Schmidt. Adam Sandler comes across at times that they're not like going full go, like they're just putting together a project and putting Adam Sandler.
All right, so
they don't make that much money because he always pulls a crazy amount of money.
Somebody in my channel that likes wrestling, right, just posted something saying my double or nothing heel prediction. Kashida joining the BBC.
Old take a shit.
He'll attack Kenny Omega and align himself with Moxley.
Yeah, that's we started.
Also, Mandy Rose will be debuting and helping Hayter join the Outcast.
No way, Mandy Rose is.
Man, if she's joining there, I'll definitely watch.
Not a chance.
Don't say that.
I was like, I'll definitely be watching that action. I
don't understand why does Tony Khan keep going out and signing more talent when he can't figure out what the fuck to do with the talent he has, man. Miro hasn't been on TV for over a year.
This is what happens there. I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Wow, that's a wild prediction, my friend. That's a huge prediction. Jesus.
AEW is turning into fucking WCW. It's just a.
I'll tell you why he does that, though. It's not.
Okay, so Barkley,
when he is a free agent. Hold on, Ray. When he is a free agent, if he doesn't go sign it, some guys in his position don't like for instance, you can make an excuse that he shouldn't sign a couple people. He's probably more worried about the criticism he's going to get if you got a talent that you could afford and you don't go get him while you have the chance. I think some of those guys in power positions don't like, especially Tony Khan. Vince might not.
If I'm doing an unexpected prediction that no one. Well, okay, so here's the thing: they got Collision that they got to build for, right? They got to get a women's roster for that going. So it makes sense why Mandy Rose. I get it. Now, Hater joining the Outcast, that's a stretch. I don't see that one happening. I could see Mandy Rose coming in and joining the Outcast, though. I could totally see it happening.
AEW's women's division is it's almost like a charity.
They gotta have a women's division for this whole brand split. They said this is a hard brand split, so they don't have much going on for Collision. They got to sign.
I like Jade. I root big time for her. She's just not panning out.
I think she sucks.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is those are the girls you should be rooting for because the look she has, if girls like that are real, the division
she doesn't look that impressive to me. She's 5 foot. She's like 5'7".
I think she looks great. I think
Tessa Blanchard could kick her ass. She doesn't do anything for me.
I'm not talking about her fight.
And again, another person that's on the open market is Jordan Grace.
Tony Khan is, she just got released. She just got out of Impact yesterday. Tony Khan is trying to present a legitimate sports product where we're supposed to suspend our disbelief. Jade Cargill
don't get rid of the goddamn GM football.
She doesn't do it for me. I don't care how many.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't do it for a lot of people, but I'm just saying.
She's poor man's Bianca Belair.
Where the fuck are they going? Fuck.
What? To the door? What?
I think she looks better than Bianca.
I know, that's what I'm like. Where the fuck are they coming from, bro?
The door in the front. They both came in. Took me out,
took you out at the same time. Came through the back, though.
So, Rose would make sense a lot of different ways. Saraya is their number one close friend. If they sign Mandy Rose comes in on her own. Mandy Rose don't need the Outcast.
I would rather see him sign.
Mandy Rose will be the Hulk Hogan of the Outcast.
Yeah, he would be smarter to sign Jordan Grace than.
Hey, y'all, that's giving a little too much.
So Jordan Grace is off the table. Actually, Jordan Grace said it herself in a podcast. She's off the table because.
Because what?
Is off the table because she said she's taking some time off to work on her businesses and stuff.
Well, she
said she's taking time out of the industry.
Hey, Wraith, have you heard anything about Tessa? Is anybody going to give her a job?
From my understanding, Tessa hasn't apologized for her actions.
But her and all those girls made up. They were on TikTok together, out getting Starbucks and shit. All those girls that were calling her.
Last time I checked, she was in college, finishing out her college degrees and stuff.
Oh, good for her.
And she wasn't coming back.
Good for her. That's better. I like that better for her anyway. Go get a real job.
Getting a divorce.
But you never know, the right amount of money, she'll come back.
Tessa's a baddie, low key, man. Yeah, she's got a nice looking face. What are you gonna do, bro? I got you in check. Just give up.
I wouldn't go that far. If you bring in Jordan Grace, she's coming in by herself.
She's a brawler.
Barclay there with that boss man gimmick.
Take some Kwame Brown's ass off of Patreon. I can hear 3 years. I can just listen to him speak all day.
Once y'all start messing with the elites,
now that's talent.
Now that's talent.
Hey, you remember that time Pesci went bowling when WWE blocked bowling and he was on YouTube?
He resigned. You want to play again, bruh? You want to do one more?
That nigga was like,
open email by public on your device.
Nobody commented and shit. And then he got mad when Schmidt was doing the show.
He ain't gonna do it. Do opponent.
Yeah, those two bitches over there taking all my followers.
They know. They know that they can get.
Hey, right after this, I'm gonna get something to eat, bro.
That's fine.
You know what? Eat some of that barbecue I made last night.
Oh yeah.
That goddamn pork.
Hey man, falling off the bone pork. Oh my god.
Shit's not kosher, bro.
Hey, I tried to flip that bitch over to put on the meat side, but that whole just fell
I'm
apart
just
in my
gonna
hand.
say, I love myself some good barbecue pork. I'm just saying, some good barbecue shit. I'm just saying, I'll eat that all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sign me up.
You can make a lot of shit with it too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can make like a.
Oh, I got it to work finally. Okay. I just had to get on the Safari app. I was using Chrome. Chrome doesn't work like that on my phone, on my iPhone.
I'm a big fan of Chrome. Does this guy get a move or what, man?
Well, on iPhone, when you want to do the test flight stuff or install apps, you have to do it through Safari. You can't do it through the Chrome app.
Mm.
That's it. The street test. I'm going to walk.
Man, you're always a jump master, man. So you like being the jump master.
Yeah.
You're the jump master of the PWO. I mean, you're not good at it, but you know,
no, I'm awful.
You say you're not good at it, but
yeah, I'm awful. I admit that.
You can't be
again
like
if we're talking people that join. I don't want to see any more people in the Outcast. Honestly, they got a good thing going on. They don't need another person.
I don't know.
Too many people in a faction is not good.
Well, you didn't. Yeah. Maybe if Sasha could be the Hulk Hogan of the Outcasts.
No, I can totally see. I can totally see Monet being.
Sasha fucked her ankle up, man. She's done.
Yeah, she's gone for 2 months.
That was some botch too.
She slipped off the rope. Yeah, she slipped off the top rope, parkour in the paint, and then came down hard.
Yeah, and you could tell when she was coming off that top rope, like she tried to save it and she just couldn't.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do.
She didn't know what to do. I'm gonna preface this by saying, when she was in WWE, I was a big fan. In fact, I think, and I've said this before, but one of the better matches I've seen in my adult life was Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks at 2019 Hell in a Cell. They opened the show and burned the house down, and it was the best match on the card.
What show was that?
Hell in a Cell 2019.
Oh man, if you want to go Sasha Banks like blowing the roof off the building, was that Iron Woman match with Bayley?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so she can work great, but I'm starting to think that she was largely a WWE creation, and I think she has it in her head because she was on The Mandalorian, and she's got 1 million Twitter followers, that she's a lot bigger than she really is, and I think she's learning now the hard way in New Japan because she's not really getting over. Wraith will tell you she's not really getting over. She's been getting booed at press conferences.
I mean, I haven't seen that, but you know,
when she came out at that press conference with that ukulele and was trying to sing to the crowd, and they literally booed her. You remember it?
Who?
Sasha Banks.
Where were we talking, in the United States or are we talking in Japan?
Oh, in Japan.
Yeah, Japan audience is totally different. They take that
as disrespect. But Sasha Banks is the type of girl that you want in your division, I think.
The thing is,
She's good to
from
look
my
at,
understanding,
she's,
my
had some good matches.
from my understanding, my friend that lives in Japan, from my understanding, right, they found it to be highly disrespectful what she did.
The women's division was always meant to be an attraction and should have stayed an attraction. It should have never became 50-50. Now, Cornette might have said this, but a lot of people agreed with him. The men are the real draw in that sport, no matter how you flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you gave Arn Anderson skills to fucking Liv Morgan, the guys are still going to be a better draw.
Well, they're more athletic, inevitably, because
in the presentation, the big, a big guy slamming a little guy.
They're coming. They're coming, right?
Like I said, it doesn't bother me in AEW when the small guys wrestle, but I can see why people are like, you see this little small guy throw one small guy to a table. It's like, how's it going to affect the big guys? But why do it to a big guy? Like Cornette said, these women are doing these cage matches and shit. He goes, what's there left to do? That's why I didn't like Bad Bunny wrestling, because he goes, well, Bad Bunny.
Did I get it though? Did I get it?
Here's the thing, Pesci.
Yeah, man, you got more on that one than I did.
Here's the thing, Pesci. I hate to say it, but Jim Cornette.
I got a knock. Fuck.
Jim Cornette.
Nice try.
Is a little bit of a boomer in this sense, because wrestling is supposed to be about fighting, and let me tell you, women fight each other a lot more than men fight each other in real life. So I don't have a problem with the women's wrestling, and I think there's a place for them. It's just like you said, all about the.
You see, Miss Herbert, I didn't say there wasn't a place. I said they should have been an attraction, meaning the only women they shoot out are like an Asuka or a Tully Blanchard, them kind of women.
It's like you said. It's like you said, Pesci.
I'm
going to take a quick break then.
It's all about the presentation.
All right.
It's all about the presentation. And the presentation has been iffy with the women. I think
the reality is, if you a bunch of wrestlers like Nia Jax and women like that, it might be an interesting league. Like, for instance, people should have been rooting. If you're rooting for the women's division, you should have rooted for Jimmy Snuka's daughter. Look how big she was.
You're talking about Tamina?
You want these bigger.
I remember when Tamina came around back in 2010, 2011, and they just almost instantly buried her, though.
I know. I remember when people were like, "Oh, she sucks." I remember
they had her with Kelly.
Fans will say that.
They had her with
goddamn.
They had her with Kelly, and it was just like, you've got this hulking spawn of.
The problem is,
she should have been a bodyguard. To be honest,
she should have been a heater, just like Rhea. Just like Rhea. They've done a perfect job with Rhea. She's basically a heater who now has a champion.
Well, Barkley, have you watched Impact? Have you seen Janelle Shaw? And what they're doing with her and the two bodyguards, and that's how Tamina should have been from the get-go.
I love what's going on.
A bodyguard that fought every once in a while.
I think you and I were talking about this morning, but I love right now what's going on between Fandango and Santino. They have a great angle going on.
Here's the problem with anything, not just wrestling. You have so more ways to see what people are crying about that it carries over. You know what I mean? That's the problem. And some people get mad when there's not, like, Johnny Wrestling isn't the number one guy or something like that. Some fans think everybody deserves a chance, and I don't believe in that shit. Like, I think it has to be, like, Sami Zayn earned his way in the bigger storyline. I believe that. But I don't think guys should all just be put, I don't think everybody should be a champion. Goddamn Mr. Perfect and Roddy Piper never held the belt, for Christ's sake. We're talking two of the fucking best of all time. You could watch them. They were interesting to watch no matter what week of the year it was. I remember the shit Roddy did in WCW, even though his wrestling was not good. The promos and the build leading up to the match were good.
God.
The wrestling didn't matter. I remember when he came out, he pointed at Bishop and he goes, I'm not a part of the NJC or the NWC or whatever when he's making fun of the NWO. That shit was great. And then Hogan came out and nobody could even get over on him. Like, you think the NWO would be able to cut a promo? Roddy was cutting promos on all of them. He pointed at Hulk and he goes, I know you. He had the black leather jacket. That was a good run for Piper.
There was a lot of criticism. Piper was, God, do you remember that? And I know I always go back to this one, but just, I always, there's one Piper promo that I always tell everybody about just to, when he told Mr. T that Mr. T wears more chains than his ancestors. Oh my God. That was straight out of pocket, bro. You wear more chains than your ancestors. I thought some of Piper's best work was when he was on Always Sunny. Personally,
you see, honestly, see.
Do you remember?
I read all that.
Do you remember when he was on Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Pesci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chris Statlander should have been back in AEW a long time ago. I'm gonna say that too, and to that comment.
Okay. I got something. I got a question for you, Wraith. What is this bullshit tournament for this bullshit title that TK is staging? And Jay White's not in the fucking tournament, man. What the fuck is he doing with Jay White,
What tournament are we talking about?
He's ruining Jay White. This tournament that Orange Cassidy's gonna win.
What, the Owen Cup?
Sure. All I know is that Jay White's not in the tournament, and that's why I'm not watching it.
Well, here's the thing about that, though.
He debuted Jay White.
I'm not going to defend Tony Khan on that one, but I'm going to say the way they've been booking Jay White has not been too bad.
What are you talking about when they debuted him against that fucking Cirque du Soleil luchador? That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
See, this is AEW's problem. Last year they brought in Daniel Bryan and all those guys, and some of those guys had sketchy booking out of the gate, meaning you could have did something better.
You can't really so you can't put Jay right now. You have storylines going on. You can't really fit. I've had this conversation. You brought in Jay White. Jay White wanted to sign with AEW, right? Problem is where do you pencil him in? You really don't, because you booked yourself into a wall when it comes to that. So you got to give him somebody. And what they did was they threw Ricky Starks at him to start. Was it a good idea? Hell no. But where do you go with him? Do you throw him at a title picture already? It's really complicated to do that, So we'll see.
Yeah, well, now he's got fucking dirt sheet writers helping him with his creative.
Imagine he wins tonight, that international belt. Imagine he wins it automatic.
I think
that.
I think the Will Washington hire was just stupid.
Well, Will Washington, the reason they hired him because you gotta think about it in this way.
Tony needs a lot of help, man. He's running 2 football teams.
That's what I was saying. That's why he hired Will Washington, part of the writing staff. He
should have hired somebody that's worked in the wrestling business, not some fucking dirt sheet writer. If I'm running, for example, let's just say I'm running a toy store.
What's up, Bad Habit?
Let's say
I always say, let's say if they do fail, everybody loves a bonfire. I always say sometimes at that point, it's fun to watch self-destruction when you know it's over. Like, all right, let's see what really happened. People similar to WCW, but I never wanted WCW to die. I actually love that show.
Now, Barkley, now you understand why I praise Impact every week.
Oh no, Impact.
Now you understand why I shove it down people's throat. Impact Wrestling.
I tell people about Impact. Impact can do a good storyline here and there. They just don't put the money up to do.
Thank you for the heart, buddy.
I've been telling the PWO for at least the last month that Impact probably has one of the more watchable wrestling products on TV.
Long-term booking, I'm telling you.
I've been saying it for a month in here. I know Pesci and everybody else have been hearing me say it.
Under Siege, man. Under Siege was the best show I've ever seen in a minute. I was like, dude.
You remember Fandango, don't you, Pesci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watering these plants, so it might sound like I'm far away.
Fandango and Santino, who's the on-air authority figure at Impact right now, are having this feud. And it's just fantastic. Santino's showing a lot of range. Santino's basically showing how the WWE misused it.
Sometimes WWE will know guys have potential and they won't even use it. I'll give you a prime example. R-Truth. R-Truth could have been in some big-time angles. And I wasn't the only one who said this.
I'm gonna tell you something. That feud that R-Truth and John Cena had that culminated at Capital Punishment back in 2011.
Dude,
that shit was
came
hilarious.
out on Brock. That shit was hilarious. Rock F5'd him, of course, but he came out against Brock and he had this look at, and I remember the crowd actually went nuts, and Brock couldn't help it, but he laughed. Like the dude came out, and that was when they were using him.
Well, I remember that one time when Dolph, Roman, there were a bunch of guys out in the ring, and they were getting ready for, it was some kind of I think it was a Hell in a Cell match, and Truth comes out, and Ziggler just says, "You're not even in the match," and then Truth goes, "My bad," and you just see Roman losing his shit over on the turnbuckle.
No, I liked when he used to he'd come out and pretend he was John Cena, even though he's older than him. He'd go, "And my idol, John Cena."
John Cena.
And he would do, sometimes he would do Cena's finisher, and I always got over on that.
All the little Jimmies. You remember the feud that Miz and R-Truth had back in, like, 2012? That shit was fucking hilarious.
Favorite part about that pay-per-view yesterday was, and I got to give Sami Zayn credit, is when he did when he mocked Roman Reigns with his thing that Roman Reigns does, but the crowd actually did it.
The crowd got into it with him, yeah.
Crowd got into it. That ain't easy.
I actually went back and rewatched Night of Champions, and I have to say, the show was pretty silly, but the matches were not bad. That opener with Seth and AJ, that was a great match. Even Brock.
I said at the end, I go, wrestling, the bottom line is, I guess nowadays, is only going to be so good. I shouldn't be surprised to be wowed.
I thought the match that Brock and Cody had was fantastic too, and I liked the finish. It keeps everything.
And I know you don't like AEW, but the best, and I think it would have been, if not better than the Bloodlines, if it was done properly. And they already screwed up. It was back when the Elite first broke up. You were supposed to do something with that angle, and they never did. That would have been. I've got
a little miniature AEW Heavyweight Championship hanging on the wall right behind my monitors here. One of those toy versions that you get from Target. I like AEW, and I like a lot of the people that wrestle in AEW. I just don't like
their first show. I remember off the site I was. I go, man, this might actually be pretty good. Let's cut their own promo.
Before this will be my hot take of the day, especially when you consider every wrestling show that I've lived through. Everybody else in this chat has lived through, but that first All In show before it was AEW was probably the best wrestling show of my entire life. It just felt real. It was just exciting, you know.
It was, and they were able to use all the different companies that work.
AEW has strayed far away from that path.
You want to know why that worked as well? I'm going to tell you why that was one of the best things of all time.
That was like our generation's version of the Calgary Stampede. You hear all these old timers talk about the Calgary Stampede being the best wrestling show that ever took place. For us, I think.
Let me tell you why All In was more impressive. It's the fact that they were on the indies and they started an internet thing, and it blew up to that. And they were told they couldn't do it. Meaning, I watched all the episodes of Being the Elite. Like I said, they might be smaller guys. I can understand why people don't like them. But I liked the story leading up to it. They showed Adam Cole before he went to WWE, friends with them becoming cooler with Cody, all that shit when they first met Jericho. It's really just a video of like their life. It's kind of interesting. That's what I said. They just have not been booked since they went to AEW. The Bucks have been putting some really bullshit angles in there, and they could have been some big ones there, and they took them off. The FTR one, when they broke up with Omega the first time, they were supposed to do something there. Because All In was good for this reason. It was all their real fans. Some people will attend a wrestling event just because they see it on the TV and whatever. Yeah, I'll go to that. All In was all their people. Meaning every motherfucker you had in that goddamn stand was for that product. That's rare.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Because it wasn't like that. It was being broadcast, and I didn't even know who they were. I wasn't listening to the internet then. My buddy came over and told me about it. I always wonder if I would ever found them if he wouldn't have told me.
Okay.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio there, and the WWE signed him. Just and this is my theory behind this. So WWE, he does All In, right? Rey was kind of in the back door. When they did All In and they started to see that there was going to be an AEW probably, well, that's when Hunter admitted to this because he spoke to Omega and the Bucks. They started going to talk to people. So they saw Rey Mysterio wrestle. He was under contract, and they probably said, we'll get Dom in the whatever, just to lock him in. Because he would have been a lot bigger AEW guy because WWE brought him in, and they had him lose to Andrade like 10 times in a row. Literally, they were having him going to SmackDown. He would lose to Andrade in somewhere. Tag match, blah. Maybe 2 regular matches. They were just burying Rey because I think They brought him in originally so they won't go to AEW. You beat him a million times. By the time he's out the door, he's not as high in value. But Bruce Pritchard would tell you that Vince McMahon doesn't do that to his investment.
Well,
and also, too,
Bruce is Vince's yes.
I've heard that.
He'll never say anything bad about Vince.
Well, I know that, but sometimes he tries to say, look, I know I'm blah, blah, blah to Vince. But he goes, Vince McMahon. And this was talking about the 80s, the same billionaire Vince. Because he was talking about the Dusty Rhodes thing. Someone at Conrad asked him, Conrad asked these guys, did Vince bring in Dusty Rhodes, put him in polka dots
as a rib? Yeah, Bruce says that it wasn't a rib. Bruce, it was a rib. It was a rib.
But Bruce's explanation for it not being is a solid one.
Why would he rib somebody he's paying a bunch of money to? I get it.
Yeah, but there was something with Dusty. Like when they explained what I didn't know what that character was supposed to be. When Bruce explained what the character was supposed to be, you could almost see why Dusty maybe wanted to do it. But at the same time, I mean, Dusty Rhodes should have just looked at it like, dude, you know what? How can I get buried? I'm already Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Get my money and get out. But people says he doesn't do that. I think he might, in his head, sometimes go, well, we'll sign this guy. So they don't. If they're doing that to a guy, signing a guy and they bring him in and you see him take a handful of losses, well, you got to believe that they know he's going to be gone at one point when they feel it's time. With Ray, luckily they didn't do it. But if Ray would have left at any time, AEW's all friends with him.
Jake's live on Twitch right now, by the way.
Perfect.
Oh, and by the way, too, so Barkley, to answer your question, so I got an answer for you with the whole Sasha Banks thing. The audience found it very disrespectful what she did.
Yeah. Well,
seriously,
you got to know.
That's what I got told.
You got to know your audience, and we all know how obsessed Sasha is with Japanese
and
culture.
She even admitted on her videos. She admitted on her videos she screwed up. She said it herself.
It's really interesting that her husband is still working. You know who her husband is, right?
Yeah, isn't he like some type of person for WWE still?
He's the head seamstress. He's the one that used to make all of her outfits, like that Sailor Moon outfit she had. He's the head seamstress at WWE, and he's still there. I'm surprised he didn't leave with her.
Now, well, think about that. Head seamstress, that's a gig you probably don't leave as long as you're in WWE.
Yeah, you probably.
Where's he get another job like that?
You gotta, AEW.
They already got that.
It wouldn't be as good as a seamstress job as WWE
or New Japan. Yeah, you're probably right, but
you
gotta think about. You gotta think about.
You know who the seamstress is, right?
You gotta think about how much money do you think a guy like Seth Rollins spends on his?
Think about this.
Because
Tony Khan's got a shitload of money.
Seth Rollins, I don't think I've ever seen wear the same thing twice, except for those white, shaggy coats that he wears. Think about.
Yeah, it's well done out of Seth.
I mean, the seamstress must make, the
reason why Seth does that as well, because obviously Elite Figures throws out a version.
What I'm trying to allude to is if the wrestlers are independent contractors, then I imagine that the seamstresses are probably independent contractors also, which means that it's pay to play every time they do something for a wrestler. Every time they alter.
You said this is Sasha's boyfriend, right?
Husband.
See, a guy like me would still be weary of the girl.
He used to be. He used to be. I think they met.
By the way, your game works, buddy. I just checked it out on my phone. It works.
I think they met in NXT because he used to be a wrestler. I think they met in NXT.
And again, if you're gonna go there, they're just what AEW is doing is they're trying to fill out another roster. Guarantee they're gonna have separate belts and everything.
But I don't like that because my theory is get your shit locked down where you got your booking going great. Before you try to do another division, you're sloppy as fucking the one you got going now.
So you know who did that, right? So you guys know this. This wasn't a Tony Khan decision. You know that, right? All this is not a Tony Khan decision. What people are missing out on it is a Warner Brothers Discovery that made that second show happen for Punk.
Dude,
and Tony Khan is tied.
I would say this to AEW. If I could say, they're like, you could say one thing to the wrestlers, what would it be? you guys should kiss Tony Khan's ass. Because not everybody's got the money to lose. And he probably loses that time.
He gives him fucking health insurance. He tells Andrade, I'm not going to fire you, but don't hit Sammy. And Sammy hits.
Sammy. I always say the stuff I criticize him with is casual booking, but that's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, well, let me give you an example of the type of person he is. He tells Andrade, who's beefing with Guevara, I'm not going to release you and I'm not going to fire you, so just stay away from him. So what does Andrade do? He shows up at TV and punches Guevara in the face, and TK still won't fire him.
Just you know why that was, right?
I can imagine being nice like Tony Khan. He just needs another guy.
He needs a prick. He needs a prick in his in his administration. It's not Will Washington. I have no idea, unless it's because JR won't do it. I have absolutely no clue why.
Hey, Mark, maybe it's Ace Steel, you know?
Huh?
Maybe it's Ace Steel, you know? Maybe they signed him to be the brick guy.
I thought one of the dumbest things was when they're like, is Tony Khan the right guy to be running AEW? I go, you damn right, because if he wasn't, nobody would be able to afford the shit he can afford.
I'll put it to you this way. I bet you if JR is running talent relations, the all-out locker room brawl never takes place. Because JR would have known about that shit months ago and he would have squashed it. Think about the locker rooms that JR used to manage and the egos that were in those locker rooms. I mean, it would have never happened. The fact that TK hasn't deputized JR to run his talent relations either tells me he's stupid or JR doesn't want to do it.
I don't hate Adam Page, but they said he almost cost $7 million gate. That was why Punk put that out there in the open. And he didn't see Tony Khan going, that's not true. Like when they said CM Punk was a failure from the profit standpoint, and that was when Tony Khan had that blow up, and it's all over the internet. He's like, no, actually, you know, he goes in these spurts. He made us this money. He won us the Friday Night War. And to hear Tony Khan say Friday Night War, could you imagine if Vince McMahon at a press conference blowing up, getting up, and going, CM Punk made us that, and then going, you know, it's just kind of nothing to think about it.
Tony Khan's silly, man. He needs to get off that nose candy.
Well, the thing is, you got to please the people that are keeping the show afloat on TV. And hey, Collision happened. I said that in the video. Said they made Collision because Warner Brothers Discovery wanted to please somebody, and here we are. Now Tony Khan's got to scramble to get a roster together, which kind of sucks for him because he's doing triple duty. But he has a month to figure this out.
Another stupid thing I hear, and I'm only imagining this was said because they know the guy did a number for the company. Is the only logic I was saying this. But you'll hear him say, Time Warner wanted Punk. Time Warner don't know who wrestlers. It's just because he was their star drawer for a couple of the big shows, but they act like, you know, Time Warner was really, man, they got to have CM Punk.
No, it came out. The reason why Discovery made the second show they did because he draws. That's it. They didn't really care about anything else. It's just about the views. That's what it. When up the fronts, when they denied everything, it came down when they finally made an agreement between each other. It came down to like he's a draw. That's all it was. I'm like, you created a show.
Is he though?
To the hardcore audience, yes.
I don't know.
To the hardcore audience, it is.
He's a draw for what they're trying to do.
I don't know. If the majority,
they're not setting their standards. They're trying to get to a 1.5 million. If they get to 1.5 million, they would be loved there, and that's not even that much in the grand scheme.
I think the majority of AEW fans have been soured on Punk throughout this whole all-out scrum thing, and I think that you're going to see that.
I followed him in AEW though. I thought all his promos were solid.
When this new show starts and nobody watches it, we'll see what Punk's draw is worth then.
Well, according to
I believe you. I believe you that.
Well, according to Warner Brothers Discovery, they think 375,000 people like Impact viewership is great on a Friday night. They think it's beautiful.
This is TV, so the economics are always going to be extremely wonky. But I think that the executives at Warner probably believe that Punk is a big draw because they've seen everything he's done in his career.
That's what I'm saying.
And they don't know shit about wrestling. So
Yeah,
we'll just have to find, because I really believe that the majority of AEW fans have soured on Punk.
Okay, so early predictions. Where do you think the viewership's going to be on the 17th of June?
I think the first show will probably do 1 million, but I'd be surprised if any other episode in the 6 months
Say this. Let's say the way they booked that show, if they could keep that momentum going, meaning don't loosen up the booking like they did Rampage, meaning the first Rampage even looked like it could have been on. But it was only an hour show to begin with. They got to book it well. Do good booking. They got to use Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was nowhere near as popular as he was until you put him in a good storyline. He didn't get bigger or stronger or add a new move on. He was wrestling Johnny fucking.
Yeah, I was about to say he was jobbing to Wee Man at WrestleMania.
I mean, to be honest, though, I'd rather be in that situation than be like half the other guys. Vince don't even run out there. But my thing is, what Sami Zayn showed you, you could do well in wrestling if you get storylines like that. Just one or two of them. Because think about it. We're always like, damn, this bloodline thing. Other than that, they just got guys going out there and wrestling and showing their talents.
Basically making Soa Sikoa a fucking star if you really go there. Gonna make him a career.
You watching
it's all said and done.
You watching the 500, Pesci?
I told you I'm working right.
Oh, that's right. You're in the Garden.
So,
I don't even watch racing.
You're on that Dr.
500.
You're on that Dr. Green Thumb shit right now.
Yeah.
And you know, Warner Brothers Discovery is so happy with that 375,000 people that watch on a Friday.
Well, Rampage should be viewed like
Friday night is traditionally a death sentence for TV shows. They usually put comedies there.
Yeah.
Like
here's the thing. Do you think Rampage is going to be their NXT now since they got?
I will say this about
I think they should get rid of.
Watch it a lot.
Get rid of Rampage. Get rid of Dark. Do it all on that Saturday.
Dark's gone. Dark's gone. This is Rampage. They turned it into AEW Dark. And it's taped, obviously, so it's harder to get into a tape show in wrestling nowadays to begin with. Because a lot of people follow The Observer, and it doesn't help that The Observer does Rampage spoilers. I mean, come on, Rampage. I like them. There's some scumbag Meltzer. Meltzer, you gotta get, like, who's the guy that wants Rampage spoilers? I guess if you're not watching the show. But they give it to you before the show.
Well, they've been doing that for years, though. You've been able
No,
to...
I know. That's what I'm not criticizing that. I guess there's some people who don't have time to watch, and that makes sense.
No, I'm saying if you log on to the Dirt Sheet websites on Monday afternoon, you'll already get the entire rundown of Monday Night Raw in the middle.
You'll pretty much get 2 weeks of Impact Wrestling right by standing on a Tuesday. It fucking sucks.
You should watch Impact this week, Pesci.
I mean, maybe I'll glance it.
They had a pay-per-view this weekend.
Hey, they put Scott D'Amore. They put Scott D'Amore into a burning fire.
Victory Road.
I tried it when they put Kenny Omega and Christian Cage over there. They did that Frost. I thought it would have worked, and that shit was done so bad that they stopped doing it.
Yeah, Christian was the champion.
I know, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't as great, man. I'm telling you, if you were watching, it was okay. It was like, I don't know.
I got why Scott D'Amore stopped doing the whole AEW thing. It was causing them havoc.
Everything Omega did there was garbage. We'll put with that for sure. Christian might have had a little bit more of a shine, but they were just putting Omega over there to say he was over there. And he wasn't over there.
And I was grateful they had Omega lose. I was grateful when they did have him lose.
Omega work out there in Tokyo.
Steve Maclin is great shit. WWE slipped with that. How do you have a guy like that on your roster on WWE and just let you fall through the cracks? He is jacked to the gills.
I can tell you who does that. The billionaire, a guy that could just afford to lose. But somebody who couldn't afford to lose would have made it work.
Like, man, that guy is jacked to the gills and actually can wrestle and actually can do storylines and actually bleed on television really well and pull it off. Oh, and by the way, actually do a better job than Jon Moxley bleeding. You would never hear that from me, but yeah, I turned around and that man can bleed. Either that's fake packets, or man, that guy can really fucking bleed and sell you on the idea of bleeding.
Well, Moxley,
and give it to PCO.
Moxley's
like,
problem is he fucking blades right in front of the goddamn camera, like a fucking.
He doesn't do it good either. He doesn't do a good job either of blading.
Moxley's problem is, and I said this when he's WWE champion, he doesn't get any better. He's always just what he is.
Oh, did you leave, baby? You don't want a rematch?
Okay, I know I'm gonna sound like a douchebag towards Jon Moxley, and I've watched GCW, and I know everybody calls it a circus act show, right? Jon Moxley reminds me of AEW's version of Nick Gage. Does the same matches over and over again, bleeds,
Nick
does the same moves.
Nick Gage is coming to this toy store that I go to for a meet and greet on Father's Day. I was thinking about going to see him.
I like Nick Gage, but it's the
Chavo's
same thing
coming
with
too.
him.
I'm definitely going to that. Chavo's going to be here in June.
I mean, no disrespect. I mean, no disrespect to the wrestlers, but if you watch a Nick Gage match, it's the same shit.
It's bad.
Jon Moxley, same shit.
They had him wrestle Jericho on AEW. For some reason, Chris Jericho handpicked Nick Gage to wrestle. So the long story short was there was some ad running for Pizza Hut, right? And
yeah, I remember
what's his name pulled out a pizza cutter and was cutting the dude open. And I guess the sponsors got mad because Nick Gage was cutting this guy open with a pizza cutter, and they were trying to promote their pizza. He pulled out a fucking actual pizza cutter. It was the worst match ever. Like, this is the guy you brought in to be like
hardcore wrestling.
Like Tony Khan's so blind.
You know what I find? You know what I find sad is Sami Callihan. Like he's been been Impact Lifer for the longest right now, currently, and that man has not been signed to a big payday yet. I feel so bad for him because he does put on some good story and some good shit because they revitalized OVE over the weekend over on Impact, which was pretty sweet. Hey, I'm glad they're giving Shelley his due, though. Shelley going after the world title. I know he's not going to win that, but, you know, hey. I'll give him that. At least Impact Wrestling, I will give it that. Impact Wrestling at least features their talent. They have a beginning, middle, and end of every story. Unlike AEW at points and WWE at times. It's not, it's not predictable. Where you can go, oh yeah, that match is predictable. I already know who's winning. In AEW, in Impact, it's like, wow, okay. At least you're going into it going, anything can happen. They could change it right on the fly and you'd be shocked. And I don't think AEW is ready to sign that major women's talent. I don't think they signed Mandy Rose. I don't think they did. And if they did, I mean, how much money?
I don't think Mandy Rose is going to be wrestling anymore.
I don't think so. No, I could see Jordan Grace putting a whole facade up and joining AEW immediately. I could see that. I've seen wrestlers bullshit and they show up next minute on debut on television, real quick. But her husband is, Gresham, and Gresham got fucked over by AEW, supposedly in his own words. He felt he was underused.
What you playing now, Rick?
Fortnite.
Fuck a Fortnite.
Could load up Call of Duty and play Call of Duty multiplayer.
Trying to run some Resurgence.
I'm just trying to finish my battle pass. I'm at 98. I need 2 more levels and then I'm done with this game. Play some Rocket League, score some goals. 'Cause
you really only get... That's dumb.
I still got Sammy Guevara rolling over for MJF on purpose. I see it happening.
That'd be fun. That'd be their version of the Hogan Doom.
I could see it as a troll stunt.
That was such a bad move for Nash because Nash was actually so over at that point, and then everyone wanted to see him kill Hogan. They did. And then he fucking just did the finger poke. It was such a bad, just stupid. I rewatched that before. I remember I was like, so dumb. Because Nash was on fire right there for that little moment. He was cutting good promos. Scott was having alcohol problems, but Nash was getting boo-boo. Got moved. Him and Luger, the two biggest guys, they would wear FUBU and jerseys to try to get booed in arenas. Because FUBU's the forest bias shit, and they would just wear that in like all white arenas. I used to work for Luger, kind of. I used to bullshit.
Oh yeah, the Clippers get their arena this year too. Should take a drive out there and see what their arena is gonna look like.
Well, they could get their own arena then. The Giants could get theirs, but it's too small. New York's too small.
I know they're almost done with the Clippers Intuited Arena or whatever it is.
No engine area. I don't get it.
And I know Vegas is getting a whatever that Circle Dome is or whatever it is for concerts and shit by MSG or whatever it is. I say Taya Valkyrie wins the title off of Jade tonight.
Well, you know what's funny about this? See, Jade get beat, right? So that means she gets beat. She was never ever in a serious angle in her whole 55 minutes.
I agree with that. I agree with that one.
What do you call that, Tony Khan? A success?
She's bigger than Goldberg, man. What do you mean?
Well, no, they'll make it out there. I mean, he'd be like, I mean, other success. I mean, the woman won shows. I would picture him screaming and getting me like. If you guys want to watch something entertaining, Vince Russo on his channel will put clips up because he's behind a paywall, so he only puts certain shit up a couple months later. But he's got all the Tony Khan press conferences, and they break them down, and they're kind of funny. But they need Tony Khan. They need him. At the end of the day, he just needs to figure out who's going to help him run it from the Booker side. But that company couldn't run without his cash. That's the fact. And nobody's going to go into a business like that just to lose money and break even. There's no sense. He's the only one who doesn't mind breaking even on wrestling because he just wants to be in it.
I think he's a control freak, and he doesn't let power be.
Well, as I said, he's a billionaire. It's probably something he always wanted, something that he, not everybody could buy is wrestling. It's not available, or it's a small. What I mean? He actually had an opportunity, so.
I just think he just likes control, and he doesn't want to give up control as far as the booking goes. Give the pin to somebody else to write.
Eventually he's gonna start trying to reach out to WWE wrestlers to be in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. You think I get Seth Rollins to come do Ring of Honor pay-per-view? They would never allow that in WWE.
They wouldn't put him in that situation nowhere, being in the Ring of Honor.
And WWE is also like this. This is another thing that kills wrestlers of today. The wrestlers of today are only a certain amount over. Like, the company makes a shitload of money for only a portion of the wrestlers being over. You know what I mean? That's why I think Vince, from the business side, he always says to do what's best for business. The awkward placing of the Saudi pay-per-views doesn't make his company better. But he knows the deal of past that they are paying him was the best for business no matter what. Even if it cost him storylines, the Goldberg Fiend thing, he knew at the end of the day this pay-per-view was different than his show. Meaning he was literally just taking money to throw on an event. Might as well have been like an all-in. They kind of do it like that. They had Logan Paul wrestle Roman. And then the next time I saw Logan Paul, he was a bad guy. Meaning Saudi's just cool. They were cool with Shawn Michaels. They even told him, they're like, this guy really can't wrestle anymore. We don't care. Just let him walk around the ring in his bald head. Go watch that match. Shawn Michaels and Saudi. You will, if you don't cry, you'll laugh your ass off. There's a shot of him laying against the rope and Triple H trying to pick him up. Like, Triple H at least looked the most suitable out of any of them in the ring. But when you're surrounded by trash, you look real bad. And Kane looked like he was literally just at a goddamn governor's meeting or something. He looked so out of shape. The match was so sloppy, but the idea was that's what the Saudis wanted. Like I said, some of that shit that's done over there is kind of for them in a weird way. WWE just tries to make it look like it's a part of the plan. You know what I mean? They put Roman Reigns in a tag match. That shows you everything you needed to know.
When you say those kind of things, you know what I get? You know those comments I get when you say that, like I do sometimes on shorts and shit? I'll get the guy that come in and go, you're just an AEW shill. You don't understand good wrestling.
Well, I would tell them back, you're right. I don't understand good wrestling, but I do understand entertaining shit.
My comment back is, I don't understand good wrestling, but here's the thing. I just want, intelligent booking. Okay. Can we just have that?
Yeah. Like I said, with the girls, they don't put enough of them with the guys. They did it with Rhea Ripley, and look what it did for her career. Having a girl being a part of a guy's storyline, not having them wrestle, sometimes is the best thing for them. Lita never wrestled. I mean, she did eventually, but it wasn't like she was a everydayer when they first started. Trish Stratus in the beginning was literally there to show her breast. That was it. I remember they had these scenes with Vince McMahon talking to her, and her dialogue back to him was just, it was so phony, it was entertaining in a way. Because you were just looking how hot she was. You didn't give a fuck.
Lita needed the Hardy Boys to, we kind of propelled her a little bit up in the,
Let me guess, Trish got that job because she was highly educated and she was the right woman for the role. Her looks had nothing to do with it.
I don't think she's that hot.
Who?
But
Lita.
Who, Lita? I was talking about Trish Stratus. But I think Lita looked good.
Trish Stratus actually made that one group that she was under with Albert and for a minute there.
TNA.
Yeah.
Lita was athletic and she looked good enough to be on TV. Like, I was attracted to her.
It was all right.
Yeah, but she was a fitness trainer, a fitness model. Yeah, that's why.
I'm saying she made sense though. when she do the Hurricane Ranas, the guys and shit. I mean,
Oh, you talking about Lita? Oh, I thought you talking about Trish still. I said, yeah, she was a fitness model.
I know. I saw at Night of Champions Trish looking a little gassed. That was.
I just tell people don't expect me to get into the
bro, she's down there 50. I mean, come on.
I'll give it to her, but I'm just saying, you know, like you could have made that match a little, you know, shorter. You didn't have to have it go that long. That's what I was kind of.
Yeah, saying. I agree with that.
You didn't need to have it go that long. You could have had that fuckery happen anyway. Differently, like the referee
that match was bad because Trish. Yeah, when he's talking about punches, this is what happened in the match. Trish would do something to Becky, and then she would pose. She would literally walk around the ring and look at the fans. She didn't just do that once. She did it twice, to where they're almost like she's only going to be able to do a little bit in the ring. So to kill time, we're going to have you just stare at the Saudis and point at your back, and that's what she did. There would be like Becky be laying on the back.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you gotta understand, like you said, they did it for the Saudis. Like imagine if they did that shit in America, they would have ate that shit up.
I'm telling you that crowd was whack last night when Jimmy kicked Roman in the head. That super kick, man, that pop it would have gotten in a North American or a Western arena would have just shattered. Those Saudi crowds are always so dead, man. I don't know why.
Well, they're probably the realistic thing is most of the people in there probably aren't real fans.
Hey, according to everybody, the crowd was piping hot. I guess
it's the princess a fan. That's it.
They probably
no, that was not.
I don't even.
It was not piping hot. The Puerto Rican show they did.
Oh, that was
piping hot.
That was hot.
Yeah, that was better crowd though. To be honest,
I don't know if MBS is necessarily a wrestling fan punch. I think he just wanted to get.
Ray said that's a better.
He wants to get eyes on his region because he's just trying to sell his country to the world, and this is a way for him to do it. You know what I mean?
And the money they
offer WWE. I didn't mean like wrestling. I mean he knows that wrestling will bring like global attention.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, WWE, AEW wouldn't do that.
Well, again, I thought that Trish Stratus match should have gone on a lot less because you could tell when Trish Stratus was nailing a couple of moves, you could tell she was winded. I was like, Jesus.
She's old, man.
You think about it.
I know she's old, but I was like, I don't want you to get, hurt. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you get hurt.
Yeah. You don't want to see her get hurt, then she in the wrong business.
I got a hot take for you. She looks better now than when she did during the Attitude Era. I think she looks fucking amazing. She looked delicious.
For what she's doing.
I don't think she was there during the Attitude Era.
What do you mean you don't think she was around during the Attitude Era? She got there in like
98. I don't think she was.
What do you mean she was there from like 98 through 03? We're talking about Trish.
Who you guys talking about?
Trish.
Yeah, Trish got there at the, yeah, she was there, Pudge. I just told you.
Was she?
Yeah.
With Vince.
Remember Vince?
Remember
I thought she came at Ruthless Aggression there with TNA. I never mentioned.
She was gone.
She did the whole WWE with TNA, and then she did the whole thing being a single.
That was during the Attitude Era, TNA?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. When was Trish at TNA? I missed that completely.
Wait.
I'm talking about TNA fashion.
Was not TNA.
Oh,
TNA was not.
No.
You're talking about Test and Albert. No, that was Attitude.
Yeah.
That was Attitude.
Oh, you're talking about Test and Albert.
Was that 98? I thought it was like 97 through 98, and then she broke off with that and started doing her own thing.
TNA was Attitude Era. Attitude Era lasted until 03, Punch.
Now, Barkley, she was in there kind of in the tail end.
Is that the Ruthless Aggression era, though? 2003, though? The starting of it?
Ruthless Aggression is when, 2003 is when it started. Okay. So I'm saying that's the end of the Attitude Era.
It says, in 2000, she was recruited by Trish. Mark Bloom, Prince Albert, was recruited by Trish Stratus to form the tag team with Test in 2000.
Right, but when did Trish get to the WWF? I swear she was there.
And to be fair, Barkley, 2000.
I mean, she might have been, but I'm saying like I thought that when I say like Attitude Era, it was like 97.
Okay, you're talking
maybe 99.
You're talking prime Attitude Era. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
She was in the tail end, like you kind of knew she existed, and then, but they were kind of switching from the Attitude Era. Unfortunately,
I feel like Trish was around when Austin won the back-to-back Royal Rumbles.
No.
I don't know if she's on for both.
Because that was like 97, 98.
Because you just heard them say she recruited Prince Albert, and Prince Albert was wrestling in the. Yeah, you could hear this.
Albert's a producer backstage now.
Yeah, but I never said that wasn't backstage. I was talking about who's on stage. For instance, I never saw Vince Russo. Didn't know Vince Russo existed until years later. That's why I always think it's funny that he made himself.
You didn't know he existed when he made himself WCW champion?
When he made, but I didn't know that. I didn't follow internet. I didn't know he was WWE's main writer. I didn't read shit then. You got to remember, it's before internet. And there was definitely no wrestling podcast. Think about it. You couldn't get no wrestling.
Well, there was internet because I can remember the early days of WWF.com.
There was internet, but not like it is today. Right. And I wasn't. And it was at my parents' house, Berkeley. We weren't allowed to just grab my dad's computer and start throwing on the internet.
Pesci, can I ask you something personal? What years were you away for? Because I know you said you went away twice. Like.
One was 07.
Oh, so you were.
One was 2010.
Okay, so it wasn't that. It wasn't.
I wasn't even watching wrestling then. So I said when I was a convict, the only time we saw wrestling was in jail because Fox actually had it then, and we could watch it on Fridays. But
they sent you to fucking prison because of weed, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, come on. I wasn't on block and foul, bitch.
It's not just weed, Barkley. You got to look at it as I wasn't charged with. You're charged with weed. I was charged with goddamn fucking possession and selling.
Yeah, but you're selling weed. You're not selling meth. You're not selling fucking.
But the judge never looks at the selling. He looks at it as this is what's fucked up about judicial
system. It's the statutes.
If you're selling drugs, they look at it as like, dude, like there's no way you could tell. Like the judge doesn't. He would never bring you back in his quarters. And sometimes they do that when they want criminals to feel like they could talk to the judge and say what they did.
Yeah,
when guys
back in chambers,
he'll go tell me what you did. Yeah. He's not going to bring you back there and go, look, man, this is just weed. He's going to tell you how serious this shit is, no matter what. Like my second time, they tried that argument. Look, Your Honor, it's blah, blah, blah. Can we give him less? He goes, he's lucky to get a year. I remember his judge's exact words. He's lucky to get a year. He's his second time getting in trouble. We should give him more. He goes, the guy, he shitted on me. He goes, he has no job. His record is up and down, very bad. This guy does not even deserve a second chance in my courtroom. He'll take the year, and that's what happened.
Fucking weed.
But I moved to Cleveland, never got in trouble again. My lawyer goes, come move to the hood. My lawyer owned a bunch of houses out here. But it wasn't like hood. It was hood, but they were bringing in the new shit. Okay, you know what I mean? If you had big dogs, you could live down here. They were started, like now,
gentrifying.
Where I lived when I first moved in, now all those houses are done up, meaning they were all getting done. I remember my lawyer let me stay in that, like I said, it was the bottom spot. I'd pay him $500 a month. We were actually friends by this time now. He was a younger guy, and he was friends with a bunch of our buddies, so it was a different scenario. It wasn't like a real quiet lawyer thing. We were buddies, still to this day. But he had houses, and yeah, the neighborhood was suspect then, but it wasn't like it was just all one minority. It was people are starting to come in. Maybe 5 minutes from where it's all bad, there's this section that's all good. I didn't know what gentrification was then. But you started to slowly see them, like you'd see a parking lot that was just all abandoned and rocks everywhere. And then all of a sudden there's a giant ass condo up. You're like, why is this expensive ass condo here?
Yeah.
We started to notice they were just filtering people out. Like my street, the guy next door selling his house for $90,000. Mine was 16 when we bought it.
Yeah.
And that was like 7-10 years ago. Yeah. And the neighborhood was what it was. Like I said, have a dog. Shit happens on the west side. It's what it is. But it's not that you can't live down here. It's not impossible. And I got lucky. I hit the west side at the prime time. Meaning I didn't even know what was going on when I went down here, but my lawyer did. Said, get to the west side. Because if you get in trouble selling drugs, they ain't going to hit you like Lake County. You sell drugs in Lake County, that's like a celebration. Believe it or not. Even though they would tell you they don't want you to get in trouble, we don't want drugs in our city. I don't think people realize the biggest secret ever is judges root for a certain amount of crime. You can't tell a judge that owns a prison, hey man, don't you hope that no one gets in trouble today? Yeah, wouldn't that be great? We only get 100,000 per inmate, and we're already fucking assholes to begin with. They would never live like that. That's why when I found out prisons were owned by judges, I was like, oh my god. And the fucking prison I went to was owned by the judge that sentenced me.
You should be able to sue for that. Yeah.
They didn't care if it was just weed. They'd probably still sink you for weed, and it's almost legal. Out in Lake County. That's what I said. I never got in trouble again once I moved to the ghetto. If I lived by my mom, it was curtains. They fucking love any trouble out there because they get that money. Dude, it's a money city. Whole county is Lake County.
Yeah.
What up, Jake?
Prison for weed. It's a fucking joke, man.
Well, you gotta remember at those times, man, they really took that shit serious. Now they kind of more relaxed.
Let me tell you something that I know.
But they never ever said it was just weed when I was going through that judicial shit. I didn't think I heard him say the word.
The motherfucking,
I heard him say the felony number.
The motherfucking apostles and Jesus Christ himself smoked weed. These fucking judges can suck my dick.
Well, fast forward to today. That's when you think of today. It really is stupid that they would send somebody to prison when your life will change, no matter what. My life changed because I knew I was too ashamed when I got out to go talk to my family.
You become,
you
become institutionalized, and you just become a completely different person when you're in there. Listen, I told you, for a number of years I've been volunteering with the Innocence Project at the JCC to go teach the GED program at San Quentin. Man, these guys being inside, even if they're in there for a short bid, if you're in there for a 3-year or a 2-year bid, you come out a completely different person, and it is not a good person.
Of course, you're happy when you get out. Of course.
It's just such a shame if you're convicted of such a petty crime and you get such a short. Like, prisons were created to house murderers and rapists and the scourge of society, not people who are doing 2 years, 1 year, 3 years.
And I wasn't making them enough money. They figured out a way to make. That's why you want to talk about something impressive. The government figured out a way to make crime really pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why the war on drugs is a scam, because if we actually won the war on drugs, do you know how many cops and lawyers and judges and probation officers and all these jobs that are created from the quote-unquote war on drugs would not exist? These people.
Some of the war on drugs is, I believe, only because
what's up, Blair? How you doing, buddy?
Talk about this before at smaller scale. Sometimes there's some dope they send out that they want to get caught, so it looks like they're doing their best. Those guys that have that kind of dope, not everybody has that kind of dope.
They call that the French Connection dope, Pesci. That's the French Connection dope.
Like, to keep everything going, we can't let all the dope through, because they're gonna start taking jobs. Everything going, we can't let. We gotta bust occasional pack. I bet you some of those submarines that the cartels and shit would send out, I bet you they knew, hey, these two are gonna probably get nailed. Put the least amount in here.
They know that they're gonna lose loads. It's the cost of doing business. It's spillage, right? They know. That's why I thought it was so funny when Bolin proposed that the fucking cartel has been smuggling their drugs down from the Canadian border. I'm like, buddy, do you know how fucking...
Aren't mushrooms legal in California now?
Mushrooms?
I heard a rumor that their mushrooms are legal in California.
No, psychedelics are still illegal. I don't know if you would get...
They're trying. That's the next thing to be legal, because they have actually found a way.
If a cop pulled me over and he found shrooms in my car, he would probably just take them. I don't think.
Not up here. You'll get a felony here. That's Ohio.
That's a fucking felon. It's a felon. And this is the other thing. A felony conviction. Yeah. A felony conviction in itself.
Unless mushrooms went down.
A felony. I don't know. A felony conviction in itself. Any felony conviction is a life sentence, no matter if you get out eventually or
I
not.
know. Who you telling? I'm 40.
It's bullshit. A felony for fucking shrooms? Good grief, man. That's
You have to
literally
look it up. I don't know what today it is, but if you had cocaine, if you had a gram of cocaine and you got caught with a gram of shrooms, it was like the same thing.
well.
At least when
Now, coke is kind of where I draw the line. Psychedelics, I'm on board with, but these exotics like.
Well, what I'm saying is the
coke and
psychedelics
meth,
being charged the same
that's
as
bullshit.
acid.
That's well,
Acid was being
acid.
smoked.
Well, acid is a psychedelic, but I don't put acid on the same playing field as coke or meth. If you're selling those drugs, if you're selling coke or
Yo, what's
meth,
up, Jake?
if you're selling coke or meth in communities, you should go to prison.
How you doing, buddy?
If you're selling weed and mushrooms and shit that's fun, like fun drugs.
Now, to be fair, I never liked meth, the drug by itself, but I did take Adderall and they said meth was in it. So for whatever that's
Well,
worth.
yeah, Adderall is speed. It's amphetamine. It says it right on the.
I never did no meth. I never did meth straight. Like I said, I would
that shit's
take an
made-
Adderall before I would.
Meth is made from everything underneath the kitchen sink, man. Literally.
Yeah, I wasn't into that. I saw a movie in prison about what it does, what cocaine did to your nose, and I remember after that video, it made my nose like hurt. I wasn't even doing anything. I said, dude, I'm never. I never did.
I've got way too addictive of a personality. I've never even tried powder, man. I'm too scared. I get hooked.
Well,
on that
dude,
shit.
we were selling a lot of the drugs, so it was easy for me to try shit. Like I said, I sold powder for many years, like 6, 7 years. Not at no high scale, but just always had it. You know, a few ounces here and there. But the problem was it wasn't that good, and I didn't know that till years later. I found out because there would always be certain complaints about it. I was more of a weed guy. That's what I said. I'll admit I sold coke, but I was no expert or no professional. I wasn't the guy that could be your tester, none of that. I just had the guy that sold weed for, he had coke, he'd give you an ounce on the front, even if he didn't have money. You know what I mean? So I didn't have to have a lot of cash. I just had to make sure you didn't do it all.
That's a good coke guy if he'll float.
Well, we used to do a lot more. That's what I said. I can't grow them, and I can hate tell stories, and people, I don't have anybody here.
Like floating an ounce. Like I would I would never ask my weed guy to bring me over.
They were floating more.
That's
but
crazy.
that showed you how cut up it was. We used to get like sometimes 2.5, 3, but people weren't educated enough. Like I wasn't educated enough. Like you'd be like, damn, what makes this guy's coke so much better? There'd be like this other guy that would have an ounce price 500, 600 more than yours, and you don't really realize it's just because it's better. See, I didn't understand cutting and all that. I wasn't, like I said, I was no expert. I wasn't watching videos on the shit. I would get it and hope if the people I gave it to didn't say anything, then it was fine. And some of it was good enough to get by, but it wasn't good. I remember people were like, dude, this coke sucks.
This coke sucks. That's funny.
I'm definitely guilty of that. I never had any good coke.
Never tried it. I did DMT.
And ecstasy pills was very popular then too.
Oh,
So I sold a boatload of X pills.
E was real. E and Molly was real popular back when I was in college. I don't know if it still is. Like when.
Well, we were getting Molly. That's what's funny. Unless it was called that, we just were calling it something different. It was mainly just ecstasy, and then they by the time people start making their own shit, it's an ecstasy fell off because everybody started making them. It was like one day you're getting for $15, and then boom, they're $3. You're like, what the hell's happening? You know what I mean? And then there were some times when I was selling X and I wasn't on it because there was a point where I got tired of doing shit. I felt like I was higher when I wasn't. Like I could just kind of go do everything. I'm not.
Pop the Molly.
I was smoking weed. Yeah. That's why I never take. Sometimes it'll make me antisocial.
Back in like 2010, 2011, when EDM was getting real popular, that's what everybody was taking. They were just popping Mollies and E at those raves.
All right, let me go finish. I'm almost done upstairs.
Nice. Is Jake back in here?
I don't know. I'm not in front of the computer. I can only hear you. I can't see you. There's a bunch of old leavers here.
Uh,
You go eat?
Let me look. He might be working on his meat. Let's have a look. He's still in here. He must just be AFK. I'm about to roll up. What time does All In start?
Later. If I sound like I'm echoing, it's because I'm away from the phone.
No biggie. I'm just making a move on this guy. He decided to play a rematch against me. He's about to go 0-2. Give up, bro. Just resign.
Whew.
That's it. Beat you again. You want to go one more time, bro?
Oh, now I can get up out of my chair.
He don't want the smoke. He don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
Oh man. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. Oh man. You should have got that raid, Barkley.
What?
Hey, you up for a raid on Trovo?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't even.
I think after 23 hours and 15 minutes, I think I'm good.
This guy says your LO is negative. Motherfucker, my LO is not negative. Get your ass in here and I'll kick the shit out of you. Fucking trash, G. Talk shit to me. You can't even spell chess, motherfucker.
I'll play in like 5 minutes.
I'm just gonna do one more rapid and then I'll play. I've been playing ranked all morning.
Ranked what?
Chess.
Oh. Yeah, Yahoo, I just thought did that automatically.
I never need to play duos chess with Rev.
What the fuck is this guy doing with his fucking bishop here, you moron? Give me that thing.
Damn, Puncho. Damn.
That'd be bad, the motherfucker.
Boy's dumb as hell.
So hey, so they take the queen away from Rev, they're gonna be like, oh me.
Damn, you gotta be so harsh. Damn.
I did play once. And that was only because I was playing the Game Chasers Network. And it was worth putting up there at that point.
Come on,
Love you
King
too,
Hopeless.
Puncho. Damn. Jesus.
You are worse at chess than the J-Man. Motherfucker, I'll check the J-Man in 4 moves. Get your bitch ass in here if you gonna talk all that shit. I'll check your ass too. Someone in my Twitch chat.
I don't know, can't be any worse than Rafe as a jump master, you know?
Hey, to be fair, none of y'all motherfuckers are good at jump master. Even on Fortnite. Barkley wants to go everywhere with us. Stormtrooper guns are. Pesci want to go where the goddamn Frenzy Fields. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas should already know. That's why I'm never around, because I got to go where they got weapons and shit.
Yeah, I kept up with Puncho. I stayed with you. We finished 5th place, sometimes 28th. We finished 3rd. We had one.
He goes, I stayed with you. Puncho is not an expert, Ray. He goes, I stayed with you. That guy ain't carrying no team.
I tried to stay with. I try to stay with the team, with who I'm playing with, because you never know.
Hey, Ray, don't listen to them niggas. I'm the duo solo champion around here. I said, you know what? I was so fucking confident. I told that nigga Pesci, man, we don't need another. We got 3 people here. We don't need a 4th. Oh man, fuck that shit. We gonna be outnumbered.
Okay,
I'm like, come on, man.
In Pesci's defense, I have won more crowns with Pesci.
And when I said outnumbered, that meant Reverend was already on the goddamn team, so you're fucking outnumbered again.
Pesci,
now that one time,
me and you have won. We've won a lot of trophies together.
Yeah, I won that with Race a bunch of times when there was Bill. Remember
no
that?
one else can touch. No one can call themselves the crown of anything, because that goes to Pesci. We won 8 times in a row in one night.
It was that one day.
Well, this is what he said. Bill.
It was 6 times in a row, and it was with Fatal. And whoever that other person
I don't play Bill. I don't play Bill. See, y'all talking about Bill. That's what he just said.
Yeah, but you made it.
No, he said y'all play Bill.
It was right when they launched Zero build. Pesci was like, "Oh, let's try the Zero build," and what we did was one night. It started with me and Pesci just doing duels.
I think those ones we won was no build as well. I think we did a streak on no build.
we won like 4 in a row, and then other people joined in, and then we won like.
That was the last time I played Fortnite before I picked it up again. That's the only reason I remember. The last time I played.
It was wild. Like we won. Pesci and myself won 3 games together, and then everybody else joined, and we won like 6 more after that.
And I had enough building. I always said I had enough building. I might get done in the last 10 players all the time. Those guys are always going to outbuild me. That was just facts. I don't understand
Now,
how
Ray,
they're able to get fast edits. Even if you got
if we played,
the editing, they were way faster.
if you and I play together versus one of them and Rev, who gonna be arguing at who at the end of the game? You'll hear more traffic coming from them than you would you and not playing. What the fuck, Rev? Are you fucking serious? Rev, are you dumb or what?
I agree with that.
That was me because we were playing.
That nigga said, yeah.
we were
that nigga said, Rev, you do what?
We were playing duos and we went up to the loot island, and Rev's like, and I died. No. Actually, we weren't even at the loot.
No,
island.
you were there. You wanted him. You wanted.
We were down on the.
No, you was. You was on the tree.
Yeah, I died on the island, so I fell off the island and came down on top of a tree, and I was like, Rev, go get my reboot card. So he's literally standing right underneath the tree that my reboot card is in, and I'm like, Rev, you got to knock that tree down. Rev, you got to knock that tree down.
Or the only thing I hate that Rev does, and this is the only time I truly get mad, is I'll be fighting a team, and if I die and they go to his screen, he's like looting. Rev, you weren't even on your way to the fight? Like, he's doing his own thing. I just screamed on me like, this guy is like in a building, like, okay, I'll be down there.
I told him, I said, Rev, you got to knock that tree down. You're standing right underneath my reboot card. He's like, where's your damn reboot card? I can't find it. And I was like, Rev, are you fucking stupid or something?
Oh shit, man! See, Ray, you ain't gonna never hear that from us, cause we comprende each other. These motherfuckers be like, oh, "Are you fucking serious, Rev?" That nigga be 1,000 miles away.
Well, I think.
Hold on.
And you just hear on me.
Yeah.
All I see is someone that's just like. Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm just pulling the up button, the trigger. I'm just going.
Oh shit! Ninja's following went down on YouTube.
Wow.
From 24 million to 23.7 million.
Oh wow, he's really hurting.
Yeah, for real.
He's really hurting.
How many does he have on Twitch left?
I like when Ninja said, "They're like, where's all your fans, Ninja?" And he goes, "They all grew up."
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey man, don't.
The guys, he goes, the people that helped make me famous were in like high school and maybe even earlier than that.
Did I delete that?
But it doesn't matter. He still does good. I mean, anybody that he could have 6,000 in his Twitch, 6,000 in his YouTube, 7,000, whatever it is.
Well, even if they're not watching him live, he still gets paid off views. People watch his stuff when he goes off air, and he makes money off that. You know?
Yeah. He was the first streamer I ever saw because I didn't know what streaming was. But he was on Mixer. I didn't know what Twitch was. Mixer was on my Xbox. Only reason why I found streaming. But didn't find documents until like years, until COVID. As I said, I was really behind the 8 ball. Everything I've done was in a short period of time.
I'm a big fan of Doc. I think he's hilarious. LeBron to Golden State. Yeah, that's never going to happen.
LeBron would do it too. He would do it.
No way.
If you told LeBron he'd go to Golden State with them being assembled without them getting, he probably would. He's almost out of. He probably wants one more ring, dude. He's probably willing to do something like that.
I don't know about that.
I don't think him and Anthony Davis are getting along like people think. Because remember, Anthony was mad when he was in trade. in the regular season.
I'd rather see that Reeves kid before LeBron came. Give me somebody with some years, with some miles left on the odometer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LeBron
All right,
coming
I'll
to.
play now if you can send me a link to that.
I'm in a game right now. Let me finish this one.
Go ahead.
LeBron coming to Golden State now would be like when Ronaldo went out and signed with that Saudi football club. Klay Thompson is one man in the regular season and another man in the postseason. And you can decide which one you like better.
Like Kwame Brown said, they're always talking. He goes, "How is this guy the greatest player in the world if they're always talking about getting him help? He always needs help." And he showed all these clips of him.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah. Yeah, so I said, you want to see some good shit, check out the shit Kwame Brown said about that. And Shannon Sharp tried to give him trouble because Kwame wasn't a good basketball player. Kwame's like, I know they're going to say I'm a bust and all this. I shouldn't be criticizing
was.
that guy, but... And it was a good take. Everyone said Kwame's take was good. Shannon Sharp shit looked a little bad. Shannon Sharp was bringing up Kwame Brown's worst moments because he was criticizing LeBron as a basketball player. And the stuff he was criticizing was critiques of the game. Meaning he wasn't saying anything he shouldn't. He didn't say he wasn't a good ball player. He didn't say he shouldn't have been drafted for one. He goes, but a GOAT, and then he told you what a GOAT does. He brought up situations with Kobe, Michael.
Oh, look at.
Yeah, I remember
That's
Michael
what I'm
Jordan
saying.
was
Michael
drafted
Jordan
for
was literally Finals MVP in every single final he played in.
And he had 9 scoring championships.
Joe Montana.
Championship.
Joe Montana was a Super Bowl MVP in every Super Bowl victory he had.
Think about that. You would never have a stat like this. LeBron has the most points in NBA history, and he doesn't even have a scoring title under his belt. Now, I don't know how many Abdul had, fair, but I'm guessing he had at least one, right? 1 or 2, maybe? Jordan had like 6, 7. I don't know how many Jordan had. Jordan had a bunch.
Fuck Draymond, man. I don't even know if the Warriors are going to re-sign Bob Myers.
But Draymond looks like his age is starting to show.
Well, Draymond and Clay and Steph, those are all Bob's babies. So if Bob goes, Draymond probably goes, and I'd be fine with Draymond leaving. I would have been fine with him leaving in 2016.
I think Draymond is good when he
great.
was good.
He's a great
You
player.
didn't have to pay him a lot of money.
Great
You
player.
didn't
He's
have to pay him a
just
lot.
he's
Golden State had him when he was doing better, and he
Draymond
was at a
deserves
budget price at that point.
if they gave
Now-
if they gave Draymond a max contract, they should give me a max contract, man. You kidding me?
Well, I knew Draymond was going to get a max contract because I'll tell you why. They signed Tristan Thompson on our thing. They gave him way too much money, so you knew he was getting more than Tristan.
There's this one.
No, they changed the rules now. You got to be first. You got to make first team All American or first team All NBA to get the max contract now.
Wow. Hey.
This guy's.
It's been like that last year.
This guy needs to
Hey,
just-
Barkley, that's when you know you're dealing with some greedy-ass white dudes. They're like, what could we do to make that max contract harder? Because we
Yeah.
have to give it to everybody.
Yeah. No.
Well, in a way,
No,
you're
punch,
giving
punch,
people
punch,
free money for
punch,
bullshit.
Punch. That's the super max. What you just said. That's for the super max, not for the max.
Yeah, I was just saying, Punch, that might sound a little crazy.
That's for
Then, yeah.
that's for the super max.
They might have been burning down cities.
It would have been on some.
Probably right.
Sometimes the max isn't that much for certain players.
It would have been on that CM Punk shit.
Well, like D'Angelo is
Supermax
Russell
makes sense.
is supposed to make like
But Supermax,
I don't know what he was
isn't that a
supposed to
term
make.
That they just added?
Well, D'Lo's
Isn't
out
that
the
all
door,
new shit?
supposedly. You don't want to be.
Yeah,
a
D'Lo.
player.
D'Lo's out the door. Yeah.
But he got to take a pay cut. But see, it doesn't matter who he goes to. He's not gonna get that deal that he wants or that he's
He
guaranteed.
He doesn't want to play under LeBron being a second,
Can't hear you,
and
Ray.
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to play a second under LeBron. That's what. Oh, from according to Lakers Nation.
I
And
can see
he
him
does.
saying that because he's a point guard.
And they're pushing for Reeves to be the new point guard, and have Schroeder as his backup.
Here's the problem, and this is another problem with LeBron. He's always had a
Here's
coach
the
that
thing.
was a rookie head coach or just somebody that wasn't a good coach.
What do you mean,
So half the
David
time he
Blatt?
probably doesn't
David
even
Blatt
respect-
David Blatt was a great coach. Oh, you said when he was.
But he was a rookie
when he was a
NBA
rookie.
head coach,
You didn't.
though.
You didn't like Mike Brown?
Hold on, real quick. Let me finish. David Blatt was a rookie. What I'm saying is LeBron always played. David Blatt was a rookie head coach when he was coaching LeBron. That's a fact.
Well, he coached
He's
in it.
left-
He coached in Israel too. I mean, I don't know. If you
Well, I'm
wanna-
saying after
in the-
David Blatt,
in
after the Cavs fired him, he went back to Israel.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
never got
did.
another head coaching job again.
And they fired him when they were in first place too.
And Mike Brown, here was Mike Brown's problem. I watched Mike Brown coach LeBron in the prime, and we were getting knocked out in the second round by the Celtics. So how much credit can I give Mike Brown? It's hard.
Well,
They always thought Mike Brown, they tried to blame it on Mike Brown.
this guy's really just gonna let the clock expire. What a bum.
LeBron just gave up in that series, though. They weren't going to beat
I know
the
what you're talking
Celtics.
about, Punch. What I'm saying is, yeah, but our coach never shot. It's like, even though Mike Brown is a good coach, I think LeBron has always felt above most of his coaches. He never had that coach where he's like the dude from Duke that he liked.
Pesci, it's
know what I mean?
the link is in the Discord, bro, in gaming.
All right, hold on.
We stand with David
LeBron
Blatt.
ran out of
That's
gas
right.
in the
That's
series
right.
recently. And he got hurt all in the process of
We
it.
stand with David Blatt. LeBron's anti-Semitic ass.
Wasn't David Black the part of the Serbia basketball team? Didn't he coach them
Yeah.
with like some
Did
type
he?
of dominance?
Or, I mean, I don't know if it was Serbia, but it was a foreign team. I don't
Yeah,
know
like
what it is.
like some
I thought
type of
he-
dominance.
I thought he
trophies.
coached Haifa in
Yeah,
Israel.
let's see here.
Did you get that link,
David
Pesci?
Black, the coach.
Blatt.
What?
Blatt. If,
Yeah, but when I clicked it, it took me to something where it says sign in. The game is rated.
Oh, I got to do an unrated game? Okay, hold on.
Barkley was trying to cheat the system.
David Black, Cavaliers coach.
Shit. Play with a friend. Here we go. Casual.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you do that because somebody could just let you win.
Someone in my
Your rank
chat.
would
Someone
be-
in my chat just said you're anti-Semitic. If you don't think David Blatt isn't being blacklisted from the NBA.
Wow.
That's funny. All right, try this link, Pesci. I just sent it. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? God damn it. Okay, cool. It worked. All right. I thought it was correspondence chess, man. I was about to get pissed. So what's going on with? What are you smoking today, Punch? You all done cooking that pork yet?
No. Yeah, nigga, I've been done with that.
So what
I've
all-
been done with that since yesterday.
What all did you make?
So hot links and pulled pork.
Is this like your meals for the week? You on that?
Nah,
you
just
on
for
that- you
today
on-
and tomorrow.
You on that bowling shit? It's gonna last you 3 days.
I don't know. I already made me one sandwich.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
No,
This dude said he went to McDonald's with his son and he got the 2 for $6 quarter pounders. I ate one tonight, and I'm gonna eat the other one tomorrow.
hell no.
I didn't forget it's Memorial Day weekend. I was watching the fucking Monaco Grand Prix and the Indy 500 earlier. Jackass.
That shit will be gone by tomorrow. So my brother and them gonna come over here.
What are you doing over there? So what time does this show start, Wraith? Or Pesci? What time does All In start?
Like 8?
Is it gonna go for 5 hours? On this Memorial Day, I'd like to send a special shout out to Christopher Dorner. May he rest in peace. Y'all remember Christopher Dorner?
Yeah.
I'll let you Google it.
Somebody will. No. If Bossman was here, we'd send him, tell him to do it.
Bossman would definitely remember who he is, especially since it was in Southern California.
If it's California, then never mind. You and Bossman should do a podcast together called That Damn California Show.
Yeah. We would just get canceled.
Well, no, it'll probably you more talking than him.
Bossman is a great communicator. He speaks in very succinct, clear English. But just don't bring any white people food around him.
Yep.
Said, Bossman, what is white people food? Carrots?
Basically, he was naming all the unseasoned shit. Taste of food. Carrot. Why not cucumbers? Lettuce. Raisins.
I don't give a fuck when Memorial Day is. Memorialize these nuts. How about that?
Okay.
Sorry, but I'd rather have Rafinha than Neymar on the Quakes. Quake's been on that straight punch a hose shit lately too. You follow any of the MLS teams in Texas, Punch?
No.
Dynamo or what is it? Dallas FC? Houston Dynamo?
Fuck. Nah.
Why they just put up an interview with Don Callis before the pay-per-view?
Ooh.
It's actually really good on the AEW channel.
Ooh.
Don Callis has got the look of the guy from Blacklist.
Did I say Dallas FC? I meant FC Dallas. Alzheimer's moment. Dallas FC.
Let's talk about the Galaxy and the LAFC.
LAFC are the most plastic club in MLS, man. I don't even believe they have real fans.
And they find ways to win.
Well, I'm not talking about their on-field product. I just don't think they have any real fans. I think they're all Galaxy converts. Kind of like if you follow hockey at all, the Golden Knights.
Well, I'm a Galaxy fan more than an.
Well, the Galaxy have been around for 20 plus years down there, though.
Yeah, I was a fan. I've always been a fan, even when way before they signed David Beckham and all these other people.
David Beckham. That's a top.
Landon Donovan all day long. I will always cherish as like the top.
Landon
and Robbie Keane.
I grew up watching Landon win a couple of championships for the Earthquakes too, so he was an Earthquakes legend.
Yes, he was.
He's a real prick, though. I remember when I was about 14, I ran into him at the Valley Fair shopping mall that we have up here, and Freddie Adu had just been signed. I don't know if you remember Freddie Adu, but he was this 14-year-old phenom that played for DC United. And I remember just asking him, like, you know, you got any thoughts on Freddie Adu? And he straight up asked me, is this an interview? And I'm just like, what the fuck's your problem, bro? Teenager just got signed to play against you. I'm just asking you about it. I ain't putting a mic in your face. What's a prat? Pesci, it's your move.
I know.
Don Callis called Kenny Omega one of the Three Stooges. Jesus. And basically said that Kenny made flaws.
Is Kenny having any matches against any blow-up dolls tonight?
Don Callis saying I'm Kenny's daddy. Oh my.
hate the Galaxy though, Ray. They're like our sworn enemies. That was the biggest slap in the face to the fans in San Jose when Donovan went there of all places. It would be like a Giants player leaving and immediately signing with the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Like imagine if Mookie was playing for the Giants tomorrow. Dodger fans would riot.
Lose their mind.
I mean, they'd still show up in the 7th inning, but when they get there, they'd be incredibly pissed off.
Yeah, I would be completely happy about that. You know why? Because I'm an Angels fan.
Oh, are
We
you?
suck every year.
That's rough. Poor Mike Trout, man. He's won everything.
Artie Moreno, I hope you go away permanently. He said this year was the year. He said, if we don't win, I'm resigning.
Oh, but didn't he say he was going to sell the team like 3 years ago too? He's done this. I feel like he's done this before.
Oh no, this time our new mayor's keeping him to it.
Oh, the mayor's
This
not.
time.
The mayor's not going to be able to do anything. The Angels are a private entity. Government's not going to be able to eminent domain the baseball team away from him. That's just
our county has a say in that. So
Well, I mean,
here's the thing about that.
If the county owns the ballpark, that's all they have a say in. The Angels can just go play someplace else. You know.
Well, the funny part is our
politician. I mean, you want an example of how politicians have no authority over sports organizations. Look what's going on currently with the Oakland A's. I mean, the mayor's trying to do everything she can there to stop them from leaving, and she's learning.
She's learning.
She's learning the hard way that she can't do dick.
Well, we had a stadium, right? We had everything inked on paper. The next day, our mayor gets investigated and thrown in prison with a drug ring that's huge. Cocaine all around, and I'm like, wow.
I must have missed that whole.
Yeah, he went down hard. Our mayor went down hard with cocaine.
What year? Like the DC mayor? What year? When did this happen? I completely missed it.
The Anaheim mayor went down. Our mayor that we signed the deal with making the stadium happen, right? The new Angel Stadium. Everything went through. Disney was coming in, giving some money to help out as well. Everything was all good. 3 weeks into it, our papers were saying, well, we're putting the stadium to a halt and our mayor's being investigated.
When did this take place? Did this happen this year?
Yeah.
So the mayor got arrested this year?
Yep.
Wow. I completely missed it. Never even heard about it. Because Anaheim's not exactly a small... That's not like being mayor of fucking Knoxville like Kane is, you know what I mean? That's a big... It's Orange County. Well, is it Orange County? Yeah, that's Orange County.
Here it is. I'll read it to you. Let's see.
Yeah, I completely missed that story.
Yep, he's on a... He's, let's
Out
see
on bail?
here. Let's see, I'll read it to you. Let's see.
I'm surprised that that they didn't just put him out on OR.
Yeah, he's in trouble for drug possession and bribery.
Bribery?
Yep.
Drug possession. So not trafficking anything. He was just in possession. What did he get pulled? So maybe he got pulled over and had like coke on him or something, and then tried to bribe the cop to let him go because he was the mayor.
It says, let's see. Was something to do when it came down to the stadium. There was bribery. There was a whole bunch of. It was just like this most craziest thing, and drugs, and it was the most craziest thing.
That's bizarre.
Yep.
So is he's not in office anymore? He resigned, right?
Yeah, he resigned. Yeah, he literally resigned next minute. Yeah.
Wow.
And then his whole staff went down like a ton of bricks.
If he resigned, that means he's guilty.
Yeah. And then everybody like here, like they made everybody. I went to the council meetings for the new stadium, and they said this was supposed to be state of the art. They were supposed to be malls and apartments and hotels.
The Angels don't even really need a new stadium. That place is still nice.
Oh, it's awful.
Really?
Oh, it is bad. It is really bad.
I mean, I haven't been there since like 2016, but
it is really bad. Like it's like we're talking Coliseum bad. It is bad.
Really, as bad as the Collie?
Yeah.
And that was not my experience. It must have gone downhill the last few years.
We haven't put any money into it. So here's the thing. Artie Moreno said we're not putting any money in it. We were going to move him. First, he was going to move him to Long Beach. Call them the Long Beach Angels because Long Beach and their mayor had the idea of let's build them a new stadium. We can afford it. We blocked that. Some type of clause he had with Anaheim. We blocked him. And then the second time.
Well, yeah, that's where you do have some power because if you have an active lease and it's a county-owned facility that the lease is on, then the government can get involved in enforcing the lease.
Second time, Marty Moreno wanted to move him to Las Vegas, got blocked the second time for the same shit.
I remember that.
Then the third time, he came out and said, if we don't win this season, I'm out. He said, I'm too old for this. Yeah, he said it in the paper, I'm too old for this. And I'm like, bro, we haven't had a winning team since 2002.
I mean, if you were a astute owner, you would be able to gauge reasonably what your championship contention chances are. And you would just be able, I mean, the Angels obviously aren't going to win the World Series this year. He could just sell the team now. So that's why I think he's full of shit. Because every team, I know this from being in sports media, but all these teams have scenarios that they draw up before the season starts. You know, goals that they're pursuing, records, for instance. We want to win this many games. I don't see the win projections equaling a World Series title. He could just sell the team right now, you know?
True. Very, very true. I didn't know the Raiders picked up...
Did they get... that? They didn't get DeAndre, did they?
Did the Raiders pick up Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
Wow. Man, I've been out of the news on football because I stopped caring.
The Cardinals released DeAndre Hopkins. That's so I'm wondering who's going to pick him up.
Wow, they had to release him?
Mm-hmm.
It was that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They must have not liked that quarterback to release a player that talented.
Well, that quarterback is a real diva. He is
Murray?
Kyler Murray is a real diva. I would not want him on my team. He got drafted by the A's.
Shit.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, that
So sources NBA investigates referee Eric Lewis over allegations of burner accounts.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
Wow.
Still doesn't top Tim Donaghy though. He went to prison. Oh no, what is this?
Yeah, it's your game. let me put a shirt on.
Yep.
5 seconds.
Damn. Put a shirt on. This nigga here.
I'm saying,
Jake in here or what?
I was working on my plants.
It's been hot as hell out there, man. He's in the Midwest.
Alright, damn, Jacob Waters. Fucking Jake left already, nigga.
My shirt caught on this goddamn cord.
What happened?
Next game, Pesci, I'm gonna ask to be traded. I'm going to the Lakers if I can.
Ooh.
I mean, right now, I'm at an 88 or 87, so.
Cassidy shirt tonight.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, when you go live,
Wearing white
nigga,
shirts, though, because they always get dirty. That one was just one I just wanted to have.
You're going.
hey, don't forget to use hashtags.
I'm trying to figure out where you put those hashtags in it.
in the description.
I'm telling you, all you gotta do is put hashtag AEW, then the hashtag will pop up,
Yeah, you put
and you just select that.
You could put it in the video title. You could put hashtag AEW and then space all in commentary. That'll get you
You can
playing.
put down, you can put down in the description hashtag this, hashtag that. Yep.
Yeah. But in the title, you could put hashtag AEW and then space all in commentary. Yeah, hashtags are your best friend. That's how you get into the algorithms, bruh. See, if you listen to Kenny, Kenny's fucking stupid, man. He just thinks if he pushes go live that YouTube is going to promote his shit for him. So he thinks that he's getting shadow banned or whatever. But he doesn't hashtag shit. He doesn't use...
That's most streamers. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Most streamers just hit a button and go, and they don't even share out their social media.
Yeah. But they think
Some
that...
videos, they do get, like,
Well,
if they get wind of certain content, they will just put you in a fucking...
well, yeah, but the thing is people think that hashtags are just a Twitter thing. And they don't realize that the way these search algorithms work, they're hashtag based now for TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything. Twitter just set the precedent, you know what I mean? Did you see that DeSantis campaign announcement crashed the Spaces servers or whatever, allegedly? Was that a fake?
I have no idea. I'm not a political guy at all. I just do those shows with Kenny.
I asked Kenny this morning if he's going to do if he's going to go live tonight to do like a recap of the weekend's pay-per-views. And he just sent me 4 pictures of Asuka with the title. He didn't say anything.
Somebody on Reddit said, "Watch what happens at Double or Nothing. Lita shows up in the building. That's your new women's signing." Jesus.
This nigga thing, WCW and WWE was going to show up.
Is the rumor that they're supposed to?
See, that's what I'm doing wrong, Barkley. See that? I should have never took that pawn and just set the horse up.
Yeah. Wraith, is there some rumor that Tony Khan is going to be debuting a new female talent tonight or something, or are people just stirring the pot?
No, I'm just on Reddit to see what people have to say so far.
Hey, now, Ray, I would think...
You guys have been talking a lot about female.
So no, somebody in my chat was making so I have a wrestling audience,
Right.
and so what happens when I'm live streaming? People will come and give me like these fantasy booking ideas. What do I think of Mandy Rose joining the Outcast? And I'm like, that's not gonna work.
She could be the Hulk Hogan. Her or Sasha May could be the Hulk Hogan of that group.
Mandy Rose has to be in like a Toxic Attraction style. It has to
Yes.
It needs to be like an OnlyFans style stable. She has to be able to show her ass, otherwise she's useless.
You know what? You can put Sheeta in that. You know what?
Like if you put Mandy Rose in that, what is that British stable that Regal had that Moxley's in now? What is it called?
Blackpool
BBC.
Combat
It
Club.
almost sounds like a porn.
Blackpool Combat Club. Mandy Rose wouldn't fit in that because those are a bunch of rough and tumble fucking brawlers.
Dude, Mandy Rose fits in not a wrestling world to begin with.
Well,
She's some smoking hot chick.
I mean, she's athletic. She's athletic, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey.
of course.
You can be
Take
smoking.
some kind of ability to
Well,
run up and down the aisles.
Well, no, but I'm saying it. You can be smoking hot, but if you have athletic ability and you can make it seem like you could hold yourself in a fight against another woman, then you can be a female wrestler. This whole intergender shit should never take place. Not only because of the optics, but because it's not fucking believable. But against other women, I think Mandy does fine. She holds her own.
When it comes to women's wrestling, ain't nobody looking like, oh damn, that bitch. You see that suplex she did? Hell no. We're looking at that ass. We're looking at that tits.
I was wondering if
we're hoping for a nip slip. We're looking for that.
I was wondering if you were going to do that, Pesci.
Yeah. I honestly believe, like, a player like you, I mean, you should probably try to get his most powerful piece off with the trade, especially if it takes away a castle.
Well, that's confirmed. Breeze came out of retirement.
Tyler Breeze?
I
Yeah,
didn't even know he was retired. I'll tell you this. I liked him in NXT, but he just doesn't look like a guy that translates.
He's going after the name Breeze. Yeah, he's going to be in Prestige Wrestling. His first date coming out of retirement.
What the fuck?
AEW going to sign him.
What the fuck is Prestige Wrestling?
I have no idea. I'm just like, they're just like,
Impact,
he's coming out of retirement to do an indie promotion.
Impact offered fucking Ace Steel a contract, but not Tyler Breeze.
And you know what Ace Steel did? He was like, "Yeah, fuck you guys. No, I'm not signing that."
I don't blame him.
Go along, get along.
I don't blame him. I'd rather sit home and collect a paycheck from Tony Khan than go work for Impact. Still, personally, I think the highest paid talent at Impact makes like $80,000, bro. I'm serious. It's like Major League Soccer over there. Minor League Baseball.
Oh my God, Jake Cargill before Double or Nothing has a lot to say about Chris Statlander. Yikes. Calls her.
Willow will be there, bro.
Probably a half hour going to be going live here.
Nice, nice.
Alright, so y'all get all them ends out. Yeah, okay.
I'm smoking on a little J right now. A little afternoon delight here.
This Jake Cargill can say Chris Statlander is made of glass. Jesus.
Go along, get along, gang. Say it with me, class.
Jade Cargill is the poor man's Bianca Belair. I said I said that on the stream. Yo, chat, clip that.
He said, yo, chat, clip that. Is there really people commenting on your shit? I think
Yeah.
you started streaming yesterday.
Oh, I got 359 on Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch since like last year, on and off. But yeah,
and they got Jake in there.
That motherfucker was bowling Jake. He was just pretending to talk to him. He did what I did to bowling in the beginning when I was like, bowling, we got 55 people over here.
No,
That nigga said, "Who all in?"
go look at
I used to fuck with bowling like that.
Go look at my Twitch chat. That's who I'm talking to.
No, I believe it. I don't think you would lie about that.
Oh shit! Hey Ray, you got the Fortnite champion over here, Red Robbins. Red Robbins.
Motherfucker, you're looking at from what I've seen, I rank number 300. No, I rank number 14,338,268.
Damn.
Proud of myself.
See you, boy. Yeah, nigga. Proud of you too, boy.
Remember, we're gonna be watching pay-per-view tonight.
All right.
I'll be playing.
Yeah.
I'll be playing Fortnite with you though, Rev.
Hey, Rev, did you have some white people food today?
Brother, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's considered white people food, man. I made some jambalaya.
I can tell you what that encounters: hamburgers and French fries,
Hamburger
and
helper.
potatoes and steak.
See, Wraith is also from California, so he probably understands the statement "white people food."
No, I don't. I'm sorry. No, I don't.
You don't get it?
No.
Like, I'm telling
I'm
you,
Caucasian and I don't understand it.
Like Chipotle is white people food. Is something we would call white people food.
I don't even eat Chipotle.
Rev loves
Taco Bell, white people food.
Yeah, 100%. Taco Bell, 100%.
You know what's funny is I
that's-
haven't had fast. I
anything-
haven't had fast food at all.
You remember-
outside of a McDonald's hamburger in the last couple.
You remember the era of
weeks.
You remember the era of the basic bitch? Well, the basic bitch is just a white girl. So when someone says that sounds like something a white person would eat, they're really just saying
And
that.
I said yes. I said Barkley and Bossman would have probably heard that because that seems like the type of.
Okay,
crowd.
do we call Jersey Mike's white food?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
See, the question
it's
is not.
literally from New Jersey. Bunch of fucking white Italians out there.
How about Subway? Same thing?
I don't know. Subway's in the hood though.
I don't mean shit.
There ain't that many Jersey Mike's in the hood. You're talking about a $12 sandwich at Jersey Mike's minimum, you know?
So Church's chicken would consider.
No. Churches is straight hood. You kidding me? I won't go to churches.
Well, it's like saying White Castle.
I won't go to churches when the street lights are on.
I don't know about White Castle. White Castle is kind of that bottom of the barrel, though.
Yeah, White Castle's like straight poverty shit, like Wiener Schnitzel. That's poverty food.
Yeah, that's still around.
Yeah,
I like
here it
Wiener
is.
Schnitzel. Wiener
I
Schnitzel's
mean,
great.
I go for the 5 for $6 at Wiener Schnitzel, but the shits you get, you eat anything from there, you're gonna be on the. When you get to be my age, you're gonna be on the toilet for 20 minutes, man.
That's damn right. And it's totally worth it for that 20 minutes of enjoyment.
That's what I catch up
Hey.
on Twitter.
They got. I don't know. They didn't last here in Texas. That shit was.
Now we.
I had it one time.
Like, we got Wiener Schnitzel out here still. They're few. and
Must
far-
be a California base.
Footsteps on me.
Oh, Jesus.
This
Ray,
nigga. here.
Ray,
Like I said, we have a thing called In and Out. You go, you eat, you come home, and you die on the toilet. That's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally in the minority. I think In-N-Out's heavily overrated.
Yes, it is.
I'd rather go to Five Guys.
Everybody sits here and tells me I come to California
Definitely
for
in the
In and
minority.
Out first thing, and I'm like,
That shit got. It's alright. Whataburger tops that.
And I'm saying this as a Jew, but it seems Neanderthal to me that In-N-Out doesn't have a single burger with bacon on it.
wow,
You know,
yeah, that's true.
no bacon. They aren't even Jewish, and what do they got against pork? You know. Even I like a good bacon burger. Like that's what I like from Wendy's. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, wasn't Hulk Hogan retired?
Well, it don't matter because
He's coming out, bro.
He's banned for life. He's banned for life from AEW.
I'm so
anyway.
confused. He's now talking about a potential retirement. I thought he was retired.
One.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He
He's
wants
trying to get
fight
one more
again.
WrestleMania run.
I'm like, what?
Stone Cold, I think.
You bastard. Damn it. Barkley, I need you.
I'm playing chess with Pesci right now.
Hey, Wraith is a good guy to play.
I'm good. I have played
Team up
enough
with?
Fortnite today.
Yeah, Wraith has been online for like 28 hours, dog. He's been streaming for like a day.
Hey,
and a
ask
half.
Puncho. Puncho will carry you to greatness. He's
When
the king.
I went to bed this morning, I had gotten done playing with Wraith. When I woke up, he was still streaming.
We'll get one match eventually, right? If I got two with Rev, I can get one with you.
I'm glad to see the heat's died down. I heard there was heat.
You didn't see that coming? That was my sneak attack, bro.
I mean, where else I was gonna put the king? Dude, I don't understand what the fuck happened there.
That was my sneak attack, G. Sneaky Jew attack right there.
You know, they showed off the WWE title, right? The heavyweight, and they showed the original one. The one prior to the one that they got.
This belt,
the prior one looks better than the one they gave to Seth Rollins.
This belt they gave Seth looks like the big gold belt, and the IC title had a kid.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. That's exactly.
No, I'm talking about.
I know.
Reverend, are you gonna watch the pay-per-view with us, or are you just gonna be in the background screaming?
I'm gonna be in the background screaming mostly, but I'll be watching. I can peek at the pay-per-view if it catches my interest. If damn Dwarf Dong Sucker or whoever that other guy is that they were talking about shows up, I'll probably ignore it.
Dwarf Dong Sucker.
Dwarf Dong Sucker. Never heard of him. Is this a new talent that TK just signed?
Who? Oh, you kidding me, dude?
You're talking about the guy Cornette? Oh, you're talking about
that guy Cornette. Hey, what's that guy?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan's banned. TK banned Hulk Hogan for life, remember? And his ex-wife.
Yeah, I know. Well, if he said Dwarf Dawn Hunger or whatever the fuck it was.
Dong Hong
was
Girl.
that-
Yeah, Dong Hong Girl shows up to the building.
Cornette.
Was that Hulk's porn name or something?
Oh, he's talking about Marco Stunt.
I've never seen that. Like, I never even heard of him even say
I
the
already
racial
told
thing.
you, Ric Flair's gonna show up for this, battle royale. He's gonna slap, fucking Orange Cassidy. He's gonna fall off the rope, and Ric Flair's gonna become a champion.
Yeah, so we're doing a pay-per-view watch-along, but Reverend's not going to be watching.
Huh? Now, you're going to have it in freaking the Discord, right?
When have I not had it in there?
Since before we knew how to do the Discord.
Remember, NXT's got their thing going on the cock.
Hey, well, you gotta understand, nigga. This is this ain't no WWE pay per view, so it's gonna be kind of hard to find a stable pay per view of AEW. It's gonna be a lot of refreshing and I gotta go here, gotta go there. I watch it on my through my phone.
Hey man, I'm going to be watching both Battlegrounds and the other one because they're both happening at the same time.
Oh, NXT.
Sorry, Pesci. I was looking at other tabs, trying to find out what's going on with DeAndre here.
Did you post the link, Ray?
Oh, I got you.
All right.
I got you. I know what you're asking. I got you.
So that way I can put it on my phone and I can watch it there.
Are you freaking kidding me right now, boy? If I wouldn't.
So who's gonna win, Carmelo Hayes or Braun Breaker? That's the other thing I'm talking about.
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes is good shit.
Did you see how when LA Knight? Oh, you can put it on Facebook. It don't matter.
I was just never mind.
Where do you want me to post?
Put it in the messenger. It don't matter.
Hey, tell you watch it.
Facebook.
I got you. Okay.
But I'm also going to probably be doing this too.
I got USFL on right now. I'm gonna be watching that one.
Who's playing?
Do you not know?
Footsteps on me.
They just have it on the TV thing right now on Peacock. Now it's to a NBC logo.
Damn, boy, I'm doing good, man.
You tease me in this shit. Okay.
What you doing, Red? You playing that duo solo?
I'm playing solo because the guy who I was playing with just decided to
Hey,
took off.
Rev, I was able to play ranked solo, squads, and duos.
There's no rank squad. You're lying.
I showed
Yeah,
pictures
there
this
is.
morning, nigga.
We
What you
don't
talking
lie,
about?
bro. We already told you. We're not liars.
I showed pictures. I was
Even lied to
I
Bowling
turned my-
about
I
what
actually
my
can
background
vouch.
was.
I can
just
actually
met him.
vouch for.
When did they add rank squads?
For
Because Wraith and I were playing.
Pudjo showed me this morning. He goes, wow, he showed me.
Wraith and I played ranked this morning, and there was only duos.
hold on, man.
No, I believe
I'll
I'm
you.
go
going
I'm
to
just
the
saying
game
that.
right now. I got you.
No, you're not. You're not.
No.
No, you're not the first.
No, I'm gonna show you how though. I'm gonna show you how though.
Because when I was watching one of the YouTube streamers that I watched, Jars, he had somebody in his chat saying that he played ranked squads also, and he sent Jars a video of it. And Jars said he showed me he's playing ranks, and this was like 2 weeks ago.
I haven't played it yet, so because they told me the same thing when I first played rank that I have to play an unranked match first to see where I'm at and all that bullshit.
Mm.
That's why I ain't fuck with it. And that nigga there, he was doing something over there earlier. But it wouldn't matter anyway, because there would have been enough people to play squads early this morning. 'Cause I was like, damn,
Pudjo was
Fishy
gonna lie. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't pick Fortnite first.
No, I'm being dramatic. I'm being dramatic.
Oh.
I'm just like, because this is not the first person. Punch is not the first person I've heard this from.
Originally, Arena had squads.
Yeah. Arena had
You
everything.
figured it was coming.
Arena had everything. Punch, did you say you played you saw trios too?
No.
Okay, just solos,
Dude.
duos, and squads.
Solo. Uh-huh.
Well, squads would be clutch, but I haven't figured out. You're not the first person I've heard say that, and I have no clue how to access it.
Well, if I can, I'm gonna show you. I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Oh, it's right here. I just did it.
Okay, but is it ranked?
Oh.
Yes, ranked battle royale.
Bro, I told you it was ranked, nigga.
Oh, so that's builds. Battle Royale is
Hey.
builds. Got it.
Yeah, but who's gonna be
Got it.
building?
Oh, why don't you go in there and find out?
Ain't enough people, motherfucker.
Okay, the ranked is literally all human players. There's no bots in ranked. Everybody knows this. Those lobbies.
Well, look when we play
the
Rumble.
Well, Team Rumble is bot lobbies, man. Those are different servers.
Well, the point is, I was just
Listen,
telling y'all that it was existed.
You go ahead right now and you go play a game of ranked battle royale with builds on, and if nobody builds, I'll send you $100.
No, I didn't say ain't no one gonna build. I said I wasn't, cause just like in Rumble, I don't even think I built one time. Me and Red, I don't even think we built one time in that bitch.
You don't need to in that mode. You could just run and gun in Rumble. That's the point of it.
I don't
But
know.
my thing, I was like, I was like, oh shit. I knew it wasn't the same thing because there was one for build and one for no build. But I just happened. I'm like, oh shit, they got a one for
So
squads and
ranked is
solos.
Ranked is available for squads and builds. That's good to know.
So now
I haven't even.
you,
I haven't
Pesci,
even, I haven't even tried playing ranked.
Ray, and Rev could play squads together.
And Pancho. Yeah.
Nah.
Pancho's
Good
the
on
king of
that,
the
bro.
game, man.
Hey, I'm only allowed to play. I told you earlier, man. I only play with winners, nigga. The motherfuckers. Every time when I play with them, my fucking
Your rank
I
goes
go
down.
to I'm silver 3. I started out silver 3, and then as soon as I started playing with these niggas, silver 2, silver 1.
Oh,
I'm like, nah, fuck
what
this.
does that
shit.
sound like, Pesci?
He's making excuses. We finished 5th, 3rd.
No, I wasn't talking about with you. We went up. I went up with you. I'm talking about like when I was playing. Remember one time, Rev wanted to quit. Oh no, we did quit because we were getting our ass whooped. He said, "Punch, I'm through for the night, man. We getting our ass whooped."
You can't compare with me, man, because I'm just fucking.
I wonder how many people like. Are you fucking serious, Rev? And you know, hold on. Let me see if I can
have a little
find.
bit more positivity.
Well, you know,
Are you dumb?
that's
Rev?
that's
He said he asked him if he's dumb.
oh.
You and
Hold on.
your reaction. I'm talking about.
No, yeah. When y'all were playing the other night, last night, I think.
Damn, Rev, he asked you dumb, bro.
Wow.
Nah, nigga, don't twist it up on me.
At some things, probably. I'm not.
Nah, that nigga over
I
there
probably
trying to
couldn't
twist
find
shit up.
money either.
No, I'm not twisting.
Don't do
anything.
that.
I just thought your reaction was funny.
Place Hero Bill. Let's see.
Yeah, I went from nothing to something in this game. So, in ranked,
Man,
I almost went silver.
Well, see, all y'all niggas supposed to be higher than me because I just better start. Me and Rev better start playing like a month ago.
It's true. Yeah.
So y'all niggas supposed to be higher than us and knowing all this shit. Hey, but you know what though? I haven't seen Fatal in here all day, so I don't know. Fatal probably like, man, fuck this. That nigga in here. Damn, Ray, I'll be laughing. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if this pay per view don't finish till 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's what's gonna happen. You know these fucking AEW pay per views usually got like 20 goddamn matches on them.
Yeah, with tons of commercials, and then they got to have JR do interviews, and you know.
Hey, that nigga
all friends wrestling.
You know, for you know it, they're gonna have like Bud Light commercials and fucking piss beer after piss beer. You're gonna sit here and just go, what the fuck is happening? Why we had 8 hours? Why we had 8 hours of show? Well, they got all these sponsors. You know, they got.
And you've been up since yesterday too, nigga. I'm like, that nigga gonna wake up tomorrow morning looking like Uncle Fester.
Probably.
And they gonna have bags for days under them eyes, boy. Now, have y'all played these new games? These games that they have in here, these sessions. Like they got Operation Sandstorm, but I tried to play in one, but they asked me for a code, island code, and man.
Yeah, some of them are invite only. Though there should be.
You gotta go get the code for it.
There should be an end of season event coming up. Season ends in what, 3 days?
Damn.
No, June 9th.
Damn, wrestling's starting to get so damn PC now, man.
That what?
I said wrestling's starting to get so PC, politically correct now.
Well, that's just AEW.
Well,
AEW's always been that way. Remember they threw that guy out of the event who had that sign about who's that trainee wrestler that they got at AEW?
Nyla
which
Rose.
one?
Nyla Rose. There was that guy in the crowd that had that sign that said Nyla Rose is this guy's dad. They've always been woke at AEW.
Are we live yet?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, you can go ahead with you still got no time to say your racist jokes.
I ain't gonna do that racist joke. No, I was. Hey,
Talk about all your damn white people food.
Hey, like last night when y'all was talking about all that shit, I was like, damn, nigga, that could have made some good content for a regular show.
Oh, I was live.
Like,
I was live the whole time. Just go get it off my YouTube and clip it.
That's why I didn't say nothing. Them niggas would have been out of there. Nah. What the fuck they talking about? Like, complete one daily quest with an eligible friend. Who the fuck is an eligible friend?
There should be a list on there of who your eligible friends are for. You talking about your reboot rewards?
Yeah, I had seen.
I'm in here. Yeah, I'm like,
Damn.
scan the QR code to share the reboot with your friends. Oh, okay. So I gotta send you I gotta send motherfuckers a QR code. Like this.
I don't think you have to. You just that's one option you have. You can also get those reboot rewards just by rebooting people in the game when you play with certain friends.
Item shot reboots. Refreshes in an hour and 20 minutes.
What did you do that for? What?
Now I wonder what happened when they start putting some. I guess the only male stuff they got here is Spider-Man. I'm not feeling that Spider-Man 2099 shit.
I don't even know what the hell that is. I've never heard of that Spider-Man in my life.
That's part of the Miles Morales
Oh, so that's
storyline.
That's some fake shit. That's non-canon.
I like Miles Morales though.
PS5. That cape looked ugly as fuck though. And they gave him a cape.
The thing that bothers me is those flares that he has around his wrists. You see those like spikes? That looks stupid. Looks tacky.
I'm not feeling the black Miles Morales. They both look garbage, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Goku black skin is way better.
So a wrestling question for you guys, or for you. What'd you think?
If it's about Tully Blanchard, you better wait for Boss Man.
It's not about Tully Blanchard. Wraith, why?
That's Mountain Timer.
No,
We're going.
I'm ahead.
If they were going to turn on Roman, if the Usos were anyway, and they were going to put Roman out because he wants to go on vacation or whatever, why didn't they just, why didn't they all turn on him at damn Royal Rumble whenever Sami Zayn?
That was my biggest problem with it is, we were talking about this earlier, how dead that Saudi crowd always is. They wasted that pop. They should have done that in a North American audience.
Well,
so they could get a proper crowd reaction.
Solo's taking all the brunt of all of it. So if you really go there, he's gonna get the payoff at the end of it. He's gonna be the one that's gonna put Roman down. He's gonna be the one in the hole to take out Roman Reigns. Period. And they're saying it could be as soon as SummerSlam, really. And get on Solo Sikoa. Maybe he gets victory out of it. He deserves it.
He would not be a good champion, though. I don't think. I don't see.
I don't think they would have it as a champion. I think it would just be Roman versus Solo, non-title pay-per-view. They would go that way because they're WWE. Take a look what they did. They had They believe in Roman Reigns so much they had Solo Sikoa eat a pin cleanly. Not Roman. They really don't want Roman looking any shape or form being pinned. Period. He's gonna go in the books as number three. As longest reigning blah 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 number 3 of the title reign or this era or whatever. Roman Reigns is technically not going to be losing belts. He's not going to be pinned. He's going to look like God mode until WrestleMania 40.
Well, see, they're trying to push Cody versus Gunther.
Now they're trying to push that. It was originally supposed to be Cody versus. What are we going to do? The same thing like we did last year? Cody must finish the job. Overcome diversity again? No,
because they got Cody versus Gunther at WrestleMania. That's what they're trying to go for.
Yeah, what I was basically trying to say is, are they going to do the whole Cody must, diversifies himself and say that he has to come through all these hurdles to go against Gunther? Kind of.
No, I'm saying.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It just reminds me a lot of John Cena for the children. And he was doing the whole thing about the children thing for the minute there, and I was getting old of it. I was rolling my eyes at every moment that if I had to hear this with the title. That's what it is.
They're doing the same thing. Because look what happened at the same time when at WrestleMania, the Monday Night Raw at the WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar destroyed John Cena in the same way.
Yep. And that's what they're going for. They're going to have like 4 matches with Brock and Cena. Or sorry, Brock and Cody. It's a foregone conclusion because now they got to have that rubber match. Then they got to have another match because that match is going to be DQ'd. So they're going to have another match. Or it's going to be German suplex, German suplex, German suplex. You sure Vince is not booking this? Remember, we got to bring R-Truth out. Remember that. R-Truth's got to come out and do his dancing thing and forget his lines and get confused.
You know, he's getting a paycheck.
Yep. When Natalya gets squashed in 8 seconds, I was like, damn, they don't value Natalya. Just go out there, you get paid a shit ton of money. Just take a powerbomb. Take a riptide.
I mean, come on. You know damn well Natalya wasn't going to win.
I know she wasn't going to win, but, you know, don't have her lose in like 5 minutes or 3 minutes and then, you know, at least make it somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, but you got to understand, bro, they're in Saudi. You know how they feel about those Saudi women.
I get it. I'm just saying Natalya didn't deserve 3 minutes. She should have got like, 6. At least have her give some offense at least. She didn't even give offense. She just fell to the ground.
Oh, Rafe, are you going to play with me now or something?
Oh no, I'm good. I am video gamed out. I am gonna watch the wrestling show and probably sit in this nice chair and get comfortable.
Oh, it says you're in the lobby.
Oh, I've had Fortnite up and running for like the past 20 minutes. And I've not paid attention. You know, I'm really tired when I'm not paying attention to my screen at all. So imagine RVD shows up tonight for that unsanctioned match or whatever they're doing with Chris Jericho.
Now that would be sick. I would pop.
I think that's what I think that's what they're going for.
I would pop for that.
I think they're going for that with Sabu. I would, Sabu has always been with Rob Van Dam. They've been friends. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, God, how many?
Or Tommy Dreamer.
Sabu is to RVD what Jimmy Hart is to Hulk Hogan, man. He's just riding his coattails.
How many more old guys are they going to play?
I never appreciated Sabu's gimmick for like 5 minutes. I just thought it was cheap and stupid. He did nothing for me. He's just ripping
what's his name?
He's just ripping his dad off. You know, his dad was the original Sheik.
That was his uncle.
Was that his uncle? My bad.
Well, it's interesting. Imagine that was New Jack instead of Sabu, though.
Well, New Jack was amazing down in Smoky Mountain, man. When he did that O.J. Simpson promo, oh my God, O.J. Simpson.
I remember that.
That's
watching that on YouTube.
That's 2 more for the good side. Keep up the good work, brother. He was just unhinged, man. It's fucking amazing. The gangsters. You watched any of that old Smoky Mountain stuff? You can get it all on YouTube.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I've watched the original stuff of OVW.
Well, then you should. Then you should.
Storyline.
Then you should know who Kenny Bolin is, because Kenny Bolin was John Cena's manager.
I do. I just don't.
Did you know he sent 54 superstars to WWE, and they used his name in John Cena's My Life. Used his likeness in his My Life special and didn't pay him for it. Can you believe that?
That's WWE for you.
No, man. I mean, they own the content. They don't owe Bolin anything.
Okay, so for me, I go Jim Cornette. I thought it was just Jim Cornette's friend.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
And he was just brought in as a manager.
You want to talk about
I didn't know who Kenny Bolin was until I met Pesci. And I went, oh, he's the guy from OVW. Oh, I know who this guy is. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I thought, when I first saw his show, I was like, he was going to talk old school. I thought he was going to talk old school wrestling stories from what some of these old nostalgia talents do. They talk about wrestling, but when I saw Kenny Bolin, it's like politics. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
All it is politics and
it threw me for a loop. It threw me for a loop because I thought he was going to talk old wrestling stories about OVW.
He will if you ask him, but you got to either have a badge or send a donation to get your question answered.
Or you got to send him, a couple $100, for.
No. Just send a $5 super chat. He'll answer anything you ask him. You can troll him for $5 too. He said he opened the floodgates last week when he said, if you want to pay to come on here and troll me, have at it.
Personally, I'd rather just give JD from New York my money and let him just scream and shout my questions. Or Jim Cornette. I'd rather have Jim Cornette, scream at me.
JD from New York just screams Megan's Law to me, man. He seems like he needs to be on a watch list. He just seems like a real weirdo, man. Then again, Sap isn't much better. Stick with Meltzer, unfortunately.
Meh.
Why does New Japan's logo looks like a?
I'm still under the damn impression. I'm still gonna say it this whole damn CM Punk.
I'm thinking.
Take your time, man.
That whole CM Punk thing is a work.
Well,
it's already over. It's done.
You want to know how it's not a work, Rev? Because TK's too fucking stupid to turn it into a work. He has a sleeping giant on his hands. I'll put it to you this way, and I've said it to you before. You remember during that Lakers Nuggets series, they had a scrap on the court. Those players fought each other. You didn't hear anything the next day about LeBron refusing to show up to work with the Nuggets. If TK's trying to present a legitimate sports product, then there's going to be locker room tiffs. And if Punk's so fucking old school, if he's such a Harley race guy, he should be able to work with anybody. Turn it into an angle. If they do Punk and FTR versus the Elites and Omega, jeez. It would be the biggest gate Kenny's ever had TK's ever had in that company's history. It'd be bigger than that Chicago.
No, I'm telling you, I could see this shit. I could see it right now. It could be the new fucking NWO.
I don't know if there's any sustainability in it, but there's at least the potential for a 1 month build or a 2 month build and then a payoff between the 6 of them. But TK's just not suave enough. Old Booker of the Year Tony Khan over here. He's not.
I mean, he's a WCW. He's a '90s WCW fan, so I could see him. I could just see. I mean, could you imagine the heat?
He might try to turn it into an NWO thing, but it won't work. He'd be better suited just doing a short build and an immediate payoff. Because we all know that fight that took place backstage was real. Build off that shit, man. We know that there's animosity between these people. If they're professional athletes, they should be able to fucking work together.
I'm just saying, like, I think
if I was Tony Khan, I'd march Omega, the Bucks, and CM Punk all into one room, and I would say to all of them, which one of you can't work with the other? And whoever said they couldn't, I'd fire him.
Well, so this is my thing, okay? Let me go ahead and say this. So I'm telling you, and I've said it before, Collision, this Saturday or next Saturday?
June 17th. It's not till next month.
So there's going to be a lot of eyes on it. It's going to be in Chicago, Punk's hometown. Fucking the Elite come out there, start talking shit. Punk comes out there, confronts them. They get face to face. Punk's got this mean look on his face. Kenny's got his mean look on his face. And then all of a sudden, Punk extends his hand and they do the too sweet. And it's like, we fooled you all, motherfuckers. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. And then just, I mean, they'd probably fucking riot. They would probably riot. It would be so much. It would be so hated now. And Punk would be fucking the Hulk Hogan of the modern era as far as fucking, or he'd be the NWO Hollywood heel. I mean, it would be, they'd go fucking crazy. They'd be so.
I think Punk is too soft. He won't work with him. He really exposed himself throughout all this.
And then it's going to be, oh no, who's going to stop? Who's going to stop? Wait a minute. He's back for 1 month only. It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Here he
goes. Take a night. Bargley?
What happened?
What's up, Pesci?
What piece did you take?
I took your knight. Or no, was it just a pawn? It says it right here on the scoreboard.
Oh, Rafe, have you bought, or when are you gonna fight forever?
I didn't mean to do that. It was a. Probably. I'm sorry. It was a horse, Pesci.
Huh?
Probably gonna pick it up when it releases on the 29th.
You see the graphics? You see what Eddie Kingston looked like?
Cody's gonna.
That was the pawn.
Cody's gonna be in 2 video games. Who's getting a check for it?
Did you see what MJF looks like?
I haven't looked at it now.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Let me look at it. Shit.
Yeah, look up what MJF looks like, and then remember that Kenny Omega was the head of this project. It does not look like MJF.
Oh, God damn it. Hey, cheers.
Oops.
Still want to play?
Yeah, you want to do another one?
Yeah, I can do one more and then I got them going live.
I just sent you the rematch. Pesci, did you go like my YouTube?
Well, I'll check it out in a second.
Sub, I don't know what you're supposed to say. My bad, bro.
It looks kind of glitchy.
What does?
This AEW Fight Forever.
Did you see what MJF looks like?
I haven't. I'm just watching this one video. Which is there like a damn? Let's see.
This game is gonna crash and burn, man. Just like every other third-party merchandise. AEW. Look how miserable their action figure. I mean, they're so far in the red on their action figures.
Oh man, this is like a good lord.
It looks like PlayStation 1. Maybe PS.
No,
it looks like PS2. It looks like PS2. It looks like PS2.
It looks like the old Raw versus SmackDown kind of shit, man. Like it's
Well,
definitely
it's
not,
because they used Ukes, and the Ukes are the same people who made those old Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown versus Raw, all those games. They used the same developer. That was the point. They wanted to make a game that played like the late 90s, early 2000s wrestling video games. That was Omega. That's what Omega said.
I don't like the graphics.
But what somehow quietly got buried during this game's development was all those Ukes developers quit the project because they hated working with Kenny.
What the hell is wrong with MJF's nose? Oh man,
That's anti-Semitism right there, bro. I'm telling you.
I would hate. How much? What are they going to charge? $50 for that shit too?
Ooh,
Hell.
70. You kidding me?
$70.
Did you buy it for your Xbox Series S? It's next gen. It's
It's that expensive.
$69.99 at least, I'd imagine. Ask Wraith.
Sweet. Okay, so you can be John Moxley and put somebody through a flaming table. Okay. What the hell? No, this isn't damn Fight Forever. This is because that's an elimination chamber. This isn't fucking. Uh, Well, that's Goldberg, so I know that's not damn. I don't know what the hell this is. Whatever. It doesn't look. I'm not gonna buy it.
I just googled it. It's $59.99 Series X, and for PS5, $59.99. So I was $10 off. I won't buy it for that price either. I'll wait for it to be cheap used if I want to play it that bad. It is going to be available everywhere though. They're making it for console, PC, Switch, everything.
Shout out.
I'm getting rated on. I'm getting rated on Twitch
Oh yeah.
from Action Chess. Shout out Action Chess. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I've ever been rated before.
Are we really doing another open house rules match? Really? With different lights?
Wow, I got 30 people watching me now, Wraith.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Pressure's on you, Pesci.
How many subs you got?
359.
Now, what would have happened if you weren't on Discord, though? How that would have looked out for you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I've had the.
Like if you weren't talking to us, you were just doing your own stream.
Oh no, I've been streaming on Twitch since last year. I stream a Fortnite on there.
Let me listen to that bullshit. If he didn't have the damn Rev and Punch a Hole rub, he would.
It's that rub from Rev and Punch Hole for sure.
There'd be like 8 people. There'd be like 8 people. He'd be.
Hey, that nigga said that. I ain't said that. Watch this, Red. I'm gonna show you to do this before I eat tonight. Before the game start, I will win the match.
Look, I think we need to start a company.
Look, I'm playing with the guy that says Healthy Mule.
Healthy Mule.
Punch, I think me and you need to start a company where we are just like fucking. We
Rocket
just come
strappers.
We'll just come onto your stream and provide like excellent content and get the viewers to come on there. Like we call ourselves Entertainment Incorporated.
This nigga here.
Incorporated.
Just call yourself Film and Media. You're good.
Entertainment, man. We just
say we're Endeavor. We're part of the Endeavor Media Corps.
Just tell them you're on the. Tell them you're from the Star Maker Bowling Network.
they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
I would never say no dumb shit like that. I'm surprised that nigga ain't doing no watch along though.
I asked
No
him.
paid watch along.
I asked him if he was gonna go live to do
He
like
ain't gonna
a recap of the weekend's pay-per-views.
He ain't gonna pay pay-per-view.
He didn't say anything.
I don't trust for that. Well, especially if he's by himself, he damn sure won't have nothing to talk about. When he's by himself, the show goes as far as the questions go.
We're
But
straight
when
up.
it's Bob, they got something to talk about.
Now, Bob, I think you should buy that pay-per-view for us. We can watch. Fans want to hear Michael Pico.
The whole time, well, goddamn, ain't nobody been donating. I don't know why the fuck I agreed to do this shit.
Donations have been dick tonight. Getting that old
Oh,
broke
hey,
ass.
this nigga already dead. Come on, bro.
Get that broke ass
That's what I'm
bar.
talking about. I only play with winners, man. These niggas up here.
Are you fucking playing Fortnite?
Tired
What
of
the
playing.
heck?
I'm tired of carrying the team.
You
Shit
should have
gets
told me.
boring
I
after a
didn't jump.
while.
Hold on, I'm gonna jump back in there. Hold on. I'll play with you.
This healthy mule nigga, but he quit. Someone
I
shot that nigga.
had 4 kills earlier.
Did you win?
No. My motherfucking teammate was a level 15 with a default skin and freaking got killed. He jumped out nowhere near me and fucking
Shout out Action
died.
Chess, man.
Huh?
I said shout out Action Chess. They rated me on Twitch. They brought me hella viewers.
Hot dog.
Snack time for me, Pesci.
Someone should have pulled that Twitch stream up.
What do you mean?
I said somebody should have pulled it up.
I think Wraith follows me. Jake follows me. Yeah, it's only 5 viewers now, but it was up to 30. It's on YouTube also, though, Pesci, at the same time. I'm using Restream.
Hello, everyone out there in Barkley Land. I am the inevitable, incredible,
insufferable.
Enjoys things edible, Reverend Robbins.
Lunchbox. Is that job done for the year yet?
I left it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I missed this. So you're full-time at Kroger?
For now.
You like it there?
It's alright.
Yeah, but
It's alright. See, I'm gonna tell you, Barkley, I have I have them damn problems where, I was at a damn job for 10 years and then I got most of my bill. I got just about all my bills paid off except for the house, and we live pretty. We live below our means, but we live frugally, if you will.